All right. Welcome to the Roll Plus Bond 7th anniversary charity TTRPG livestream. My name is Arson, my pronouns are they, them, and ZZer. You can find me most places at Indignant Squawk and my games at indignantsquawk.games.itch.io. This year, Roll Plus Bond is raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. The PCRF's mission is to bring medical and humanitarian aid to children throughout the Middle East, with special focus on the Levant, regardless of their nationality or religion. They are working towards a future where all children in the Middle East can easily access the care they need, no matter how specialized it may be. Type !donate into the chat or visit tiltify.com/@rollplusbond to donate. Today, I'm hosting Dream Askew by Avery Alder. With me today are Zelda, Alice, and Hiver. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Alice. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find the games that I wrote at alicesv.itch.io.
Hey, I'm Hiver. Uh, I guess you can find the one game that I wrote on itch at Solace Gray at itch.io. Yeah. Um, my pronouns are he, him. Good morning.
Hi, my name is Zelda. Pronouns are she, her. You can find the singular game that I've written at thaneskeepgames.itch.io, and you can commission me for fantasy map work at my Ko-fi page, also under Thaneskeep Games.
All right. Do we want to introduce our characters?
Absolutely.
I have
All
so many
right.
good characters.
All
Should we
right.
talk about the Enclave first, or?
I think we could do characters, NPCs, and then the Enclave.
Yeah, actually,
Since we spent a
that
lot
makes
more
perfect
time
sense.
prepping with NPCs and character relationships, and then we can
Absolutely.
flesh out the Enclave as we play.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool. No, thank you for asking. That was a good thought.
I try to have those.
All right. Well, I'm in the top left of our character map, basically. So I'll go first. Um, my character today is Project Cadenza. No one in the Enclave knows about Cadenza's history being a project. They were a Cadenza uses the pronouns she, he, and z, and is the iris. They were also they. We have lots of pronouns in this house. Me and my characters.
We got them on sale.
Yes, she was created by entities within the society intact, and is connected to the psychic maelstrom, but where the psychic maelstrom is invasive and interconnective and overly helpful in trying to assist interpersonal communication. Cadenza can bring a silence to the storm, a peace to the chaos, and some people find that a comfort. My play to find out questions are you calculating, rash, or opportunistic? Do your psychic gifts help or hurt your community? Is your heart pure? My character tips are find people in their moments of weakness or need and offer them your strange gifts. Explore deviance, difference, and vulnerability. Make your character fallible and relatable. Cadenza's lure is whenever someone invites you to use your psychic gifts on them, they gain a token. Her look is an angular frame with pale, luminous eyes. My gender is emerging, void. Wardrobe styles are a slender weapon carefully concealed, leather gear, a length of fabric draped into a hood that blocks out the sun. A good visual touchstone is Alice from Resident Evil Extinction in like the first 2 minutes of the movie. I have psychic gifts as the Iris. My powers are absolution via memory harvesting. I will carry your guilt for you, and storm sheltering. The effect I was referring to earlier, that eye of the storm, the peace and the chaos. The psychic maelstrom has told me that I could swallow their pain away, and love is the only salvation. Ivor?
Hey, that's me. I am playing Gat, the tiger. Gat is short for Gathu. Um, I'm playing the tiger. The tiger's whole thing is about running a gang in these wastelands. So part of my core questions, one of the things I want to play to find out is, where does my militancy come from? Am I more of a guardian or a troublemaker? And do I know how to yield and make compromises? Signs point to no, but we'll see. Um, I run a gang of sort of toughs and hackers called the box cutters. I describe them as sort of technomancer ne'er-do-wells. They're fast fingers with keycaps and triggers. Um, that sort of thing. So they roam the wasteland, scavenging, that kind of stuff. But then they also do lots of, because again, one of our touchstones here, as well as is Resident Evil, also hackers from 1995. And so they have some keyboard warrior action going on there too. Absolutely. What else do I say now, Rook?
Line.
Yeah, line.
Line.
I feel like I'm missing something here.
Covered it all.
Great. Oh, I could describe what Gat looks like. We could do that. It's a great place to start, I think. So I would describe her as having a tough face, and tattooed arms. Her gender is gargoyle. You could tell because she's kind of gray. The vibe for that is kind of like almost like has like a bit of like a cave dweller, vault dweller energy. Like I think maybe there was a time where she was born underground or something like that, and that's why she has sort of ashen appearance. Plus, the apocalypse and the maelstrom, changing people's bodies and souls and things of that nature. So everyone's got some cool mutant stuff going on. Or I described her look as like sort of scrounged up, right? Sort of salvaged, sort of buckled together, but also like black block attire, right? Lots of dark colors. The box cutters have like this very sort of strapped, buckled, zipped, high collared, very, very dark black energy going on there. Absolutely. We got guns. Box cutters are all about having strap in more than one way, right? And I mean that with all the winks and all the nudges that one requires. They got guns, and they also have a safe house. But the safe house is also a physical place, and at the same time, it is also a digital place. If any of you play Cyberpunk 2077, the Voodoo Boys have this data fortress within the net, and I think it's a similar sort of fortification within whatever wreckage of the internet we have left that we call the digital realm. Also, she's an asshole.
You want to tell me about your gang's big flaw and your tips and lure?
Oh yeah, I could do that. So the box cutters, what's their big flaw? Well, since that unsettling murder, I've lost some trust.
What would that be, Gat?
So I'm so glad you asked. So I may have killed someone. Yeah, I would say the jury's still out on. I would say the jury's still out on that one, but I don't think we have juries anymore. So, so
Yeah,
there
justice
is.
takes new forms in the new world.
Yeah. So there is a rival gang out there called the Jags, right? G-A-G. Yeah. Sorry. No, I can spell. I promise. J-A-G-S. The Jags, like sort of a biker pack. I call them naked mole rats. Not really, but I think Gad said that more than once. We had an uneasy truce with them. Actually, you know what? Naked mole rat is actually kind of cool, actually, because I can imagine them all being bald and having cool head, like scalp tattoos. Yeah, let's go with that. World building in the moment. That's what we come to games for.
Idle dreaming, baby. That's what we're here for.
Oh, yes. And I have an uneasy truce with them because I killed their old boss. I may have aided and abetted a mutiny.
Whoa! Whoa!
We love to facilitate and lubricate a coup.
I lubricated the coup. This is true.
Yeah. And then I posted your tips and lure in chat.
Oh, thank you. Which chat? Our chat? Yes, thank you.
The Dream Askew chat, sorry.
Everybody knows what my tips are. No. So the Tiger's tips, I am to explore
I can see
both.
this right now.
That's right. well, you have some.
They're out there for everyone.
That's right. Public access, which is a different game. So the Tiger's tips, I am to explore both my kindness and my cruelness. I can ask other players about whether or not my gang will willingly follow my commands, right? Maybe you will lubricate a coup for me. And of course, and I think this is universal across all of the Dream Askew characters, but to make your character fallible and relatable. And my lure, which is my oh so special bait, um, that someone can get a token for if they do something that tickles me. Whenever someone relies on me to solve one of their biggest problems, they gain a token. Let me
Do
hit
we
stuff
want?
for you.
Of course. Let
Mhm.
me be your sword. Dusty, do we want to clockwise and move on to your character, Alice?
Sure, sounds
All
good. I'm playing the Stitcher, which is all about fixing stuff in the post-apocalypse. The name of the character I'm playing is Dusty Miller, she, they pronouns. Dusty has modified eyes, which is going to be a bingo for some people out there. Um, I imagine that Dusty already had a bionic eyeball before the next look thing happened, which isn't actually one of the choose a look options. But I happen to be a plant mutant. That happened along with the end of the world. It's a new process. We're adapting over here. Um, 'Cause with the apocalypse, some stuff happened to people, and one of them was Dusty Miller, who now has green skin and hair, and is mostly plant-based life form now. Let me see what else. Oh, I also have a workshop where I do hydroponics and body upkeep, which now with these plant mutant people is mostly the same thing. Um, I already had some skills with modifying technology beforehand and have been adapting it to help these new plant mutant people. The Stitcher playbook tips are establish meaningful personal relationships with your tools, supplies, and workshop ephemera. Involve fellow players in brainstorming interesting risks or complications when you tinker with things. And once again, make your characters fallible and relatable. My lure is that whenever someone comes to me with something precious they need fixing, they gain a token, and I'm playing to find out um, where does my meticulous focus come from, and and do I ever try to fix things that aren't broken, and if my life have balance. Oh, also my gender is cyberdyke, much like in real life.
Cool,
It's a
cool.
great
Thank
gender
you.
to be.
Are
Shout
we
out to all the
material?
cyber dykes out there.
Yeah, shout outs.
Call me. Um, cool.
All right, Zelda, is it your turn?
Yeah, I think so. All right, so today I will be playing Ember Tallow. She's the torch. Her pronouns are she and they. Her look is flickering eyes and an ashen face. Um, so the torch is basically like like a spiritual mystical leader amongst like the people of the post-apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
uh all routines and mundane knowledge crumble under the weight of apocalypse, but the torch has answers. Are they ancient teachings, ecstatic fantasy, or a new faith dawning? Followers draw near to the warm glow. Followers, what do you mean by that? Is this a cult?
I prefer
And
to
to
call
that
them
I say,
believers, Ember
they're
says.
believers. They're believers. They believe in my words and my teachings, which of course I came up with out of the ashes of the old world. Uh, her wardrobe style is um like a combination of like her style is all over the place, like any given day like she'll be wearing like something different, but for the most part her wardrobe encompasses like witch chic and fetish wear. Typically like lots of leather straps and harnesses, things of that nature, possibly some latex, but that's beside the point. So she leads a cult within the enclave, who basically are um about like radical self change. Basically they took the message of the apocalypse to be like everything old is out. Be what you want to be. You have nothing to lose but your chains. Be whatever the fuck you want to be. Change your body, pierce it, ink it, whatever you want to do. Like shove hormones into your body. Like do it. You should. It's holy to do so.
Ah,
And uh, and so basically, should I talk about? Are we talking about our like key relationships? Are we talking about NPCs right now, or should that wait?
I think we can loop back to that.
Okay, yeah, we can loop back to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, so I choose to lead two rituals, which for Ember's cult is the rites of passage, which involve a lot of yeah, no, I mean like really, truly, Alice, I'm giving out good advice. This isn't a cult. I'm not asking anybody to give up their like friends and family and worldly possessions. Like it's fine. It's a new age religion.
Yeah.
Um,
It's fine.
Totally just ignore all of like the candle wax and the fire and the ash. All,
Uh-huh.
uh, so she leads the rites of passage and the bacchanal. If you were under any illusions that this wasn't a hedonist cult, you would be wrong. And that is essentially where we're at right now in terms of our relationship to the apocalypse. My lore is whenever someone participates in one of my rituals for the first time, they gain a token. And also, I decided what looming threat that I alone truly understand. And that play to find out what happens with this. But when we abandon our historical rights and bonds, evil things grow in the empty spaces left behind.
I'm sure that mostly the fire and burning stuff is metaphorical, right?
I'm sure it's fine. We don't like need the fire to like keep the darkness at bay or anything like that. Um, but yeah, no, that's basically Ember in a
Uh,
nutshell.
have you read your tips in your play to find out?
No, I
If
haven't.
you don't
Thank
have them in
you.
front of you, I put them in the Dream Askew chat for you.
I gotcha. So my tips are to use my rituals to bring people closer together. I think I'm doing pretty good on that one already. Make yourself valued and needed. I mean, I'm a cornerstone of the community, so and
Absolutely foundational, dear.
absolutely foundational. And I make my character fallible and relatable.
I think you're
Still
failing on
working
that.
on that
You're
one.
fallible, yeah.
My uh my play to find out is, do your teachings offer the enclave a path forward? Do you know when to lead and when to listen? And how do you get along with non-followers?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit
No.
about that last one. Oh,
Yeah. Let's turn our attention to the PC questions. I know that
yeah.
usually it says ask left in the playbook, but I am a very indulgent person, and I've played my first Bob game was Galactic, so I ask left and right, because I have two hands. Uh,
Yeah.
Galactic
uh,
forever. Shout out to Riley Ruffle.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Such a
I'm gonna
Shout
continue
outs.
going. Yeah. I am going to continue going clockwise, starting with my question for Gat, and then we can go through Gat and then loop around to my question for Amber.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Gat,
is
what
great.
secret did I learn about you yesterday?
Only yesterday? That's crazy.
Yep, that's the
Um,
line.
this is true. Sometimes I think about Dusty pruning me like a bonsai tree until I'm perfect.
What? This is news to me. Haven't heard about
It's like the secret.
that.
All right, now your question?
My question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Cadenza, why don't you trust me?
I protect the peace. You protect the peace. I have a lot of reasons to be marked a threat, and you don't even know the half of it. Again, no one knows that Cadenza's first name technically is Project. And then your other question, Artie?
Not even Ember.
My other question for my second question
Yeah.
for Dusty.
Mhm.
Got it. Hey, Dusty, what have
Mhm.
you recently contributed to the cause?
Yeah, while I do use my skills to tend the community, like a garden, I'm not above getting my hands dirty, be it with soil or blood, and I have given you plenty of weapons.
And your
Um,
question for. Go ahead.
yeah. Gat, what did I lend you recently?
Your eye, that cool samurai that you got,
Mm-hmm.
I used as a form of counter surveillance in my ambush of a rival gang.
I
Which,
facilitated the lubrication of that coup.
You did.
yeah,
That
the one
eye
that
was
led to
very
murder,
lubricative.
right?
That helps with getting the eye back into place when it's all
Uh-huh,
said and
yeah.
done, you know.
It's a
Yes.
very essential piece
Mutual
of the
aid.
puzzle.
Mutual.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yes.
All right, Dusty, your next question?
Yeah, Amber, what broken thing do you have that I could fix?
My heart, which aches from fracture.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. I
why
hope
would
I
that
hear more
be?
about this fracture.
Play to find out. Listen, I've got a lot going on right now, Dusty. I
The
just want to spend
estrogen
some time in
goes.
the garden.
The estrogen goes
Yeah, no.
right into the aorta.
Oh my God, I forgot to mention. How could I forget the most important thing about Ember is her gender. Ember is a transgressing goddess.
Ah, yes.
Damn.
Oh, such a good gender.
Shout out to Avery Alder for some of the best like gender descriptors
I
in
was
TTRPGs.
so sad when I was like, for once, I can't play a dagger daddy in Dream Askew. I can't justify it for my Iris concept. I'm so sad because that's my favorite gender in the entire
I
playbook, in the
know.
entire document.
Yeah. Listen, Dagger Daddy is very powerful. Um,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It sustains
uh,
me.
but yeah, no. Likewise, Dusty, are you among my followers and devotees?
I
Wink,
am
wink.
among your followers frequenting the church and hearing your words, but I'm not among your devotees. And I do think that me being a plant person and your religion being mostly about fire is a bit of an issue there.
But the ash can be used as fertilizer. But
Also,
the
right, I will have to pay more attention next lecture I go to.
Yeah, volcanic soil is full and fertile. Ashes can be great. Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. Listen,
I'm
we
willing
don't
to
have to
learn
burn the
from you as
plants. We
well.
can just burn out the structures of the old world and then plant new gardens from the. We'll get into this later.
Okay,
You'll have to come to church.
yeah,
Um,
next
Come to
Sunday.
church. We'll talk about this.
I'll see you on Sunday.
I'll see you on Sunday. God damn it, no.
Delightful.
Oh.
Delightful. Thanks, guys.
And now, oh boy, now we're
Uh-huh.
getting into this.
Uh-huh.
Hmm, hmm.
Continue.
Cadenza, why did we break up?
Every candle casts a shadow. Some follow the light, and others turn to the void. I've begun to represent your opposite. Ember, have I unsettled you lately?
I look in the mirror and see eyes alight with the fire. In yours, all I see is a hollow emptiness.
You
Oh,
ever enter a whirlwind romance with the cool new psi-powered baddie who appears in town? And then 3 months later, she starts cramping your style.
Be like, I'm not down with this whole like void thing you've got going on. Like, my whole thing is like light and warmth and fire and wax and like I don't know. You're really creeping me out.
Will I understimulate you, darling?
Oh, you stimulated me plenty, but like.
All right. Do we want to move to the NPCs now? Now that we've
Yeah.
established our
Hold on.
PC night. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm here.
I have a joke to
seated.
make. Okay.
Of course you do.
All this hullabaloo. This is something that I think Gat would even probably say. All this
No,
hullabaloo
that's fair.
about I'm a light in the darkness and I'm so full and you're empty and you're a void and we're just incompatible. Just say that you're both tops and call it a day. Like, come on.
Thank you for your contributions, Hyver.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right. Now we're gonna introduce our NPCs. All right. Dusty, do you want to go first?
Yeah, let me introduce my NPCs. One of them we have scarcity. The first one would be Millie Mildew, who uses she, it pronouns, and is a void kid that I help prune. She is one of those plant mutants with the particularity that its body is mostly made out of fungus now, and it needs constant upkeep, so I'm helping them out. And the second NPC, the one that I have shared custody of, is Esme, who's an older dyke, and I do owe her a small fortune. She helped me rebuild my workshop and repurpose it to dealing with the plant mutants, helping them. So I mostly have been avoiding her.
All right. Gat, you want to tell us about your relationship to Esme?
Oh yeah, sure. That's right. She is an older dyke who sometimes cooks for me. But there's a what's the word here?
Caveat?
Yeah, caveat. There's an S word. Stipulation. The stipulation that comes with that. Which is don't get it twisted. She asks me what I brought for dinner, which she then cooks. I have to say, you can come eat in my house, but you will set the table, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I do imagine I used to frequent those sort of dinners a lot, but now I do owe her a small fortune, so you haven't seen me at the table that often.
Right.
Yeah. Poppy, using Z, they pronouns, is a weird eater Cadenza created. Play to find out how that verb really happened. They now emit the same field of silence I do, and seek the maelstrom's bustle just as they follow the sun, because Poppy is also another plant mutant in the enclave. Cadenza's other relationship is with Misha, he, him, the wasteland mercenary who makes use of her talents. It's no crime to it's no crime to offer peace to the restless. My arms are open to anyone not trying to put a knife in my heart, and he isn't. Poppy is not short for Paponathan, Hyder. Thanks. I'd like to set that one straight right now.
Straight.
They're short for
So
Popover.
continues Ivor's star-studded tradition of adding Onathan to the end of words.
Hyver is perfectly capable of extending names with various additions. It does not need to be Onathan.
He simply
But
chooses.
it usually is. It usually.
Yes, he does have a favorite.
I do.
Get banned.
Yeah,
With all
see,
love and affection.
You get it. But
Yes,
unfortunately,
Alice,
Gat
exactly. Get Onathan.
Gat Onathan.
Unfortunately, Gat is already short for Gathew, which I
Yeah.
think is inverting the trope. And going for
Gathew
completely different-
Onathan. We can add more.
Yeah, see, now you're starting to see
It's
things
not
from a different
hard.
view.
Anyways, let's pivot a little bit and let Ember introduce
My cultists?
the disciples.
My cultists. So I have my 3 most devoted followers. One of my key relationships as the torch is that I have the students I must teach. And so my 3 students are Wick, he, him pronouns, Char or Char, she, her pronouns, and Finn with they, them pronouns. You'll notice that all of my followers have their own unique style, except for one small thing. They're all wearing the same laurel wreaths that we all wear, and they all have the same chest tattoo. Don't pay attention to the fact that all of their eyes are the same color. I'm sure that's just a coincidence.
You have a type.
Well, no, we all have yellow eyes. It just happens that way.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I've been waiting to reveal that detail since like we were doing setup. I was like, I wonder if any of them are gonna notice that all of my pick crews have the same eye color.
I got distracted by the tattoos.
I have a Zelda. I have a headcanon.
Yeah, you have a headcanon?
I have
Is
a
it about to be a
headcanon.
cannon?
It
Is
could
it
be.
about
I
to-
don't
yeah,
know.
I was gonna say, literally, we're playing the game right now.
That's
It doesn't
right.
have to be a headcanon.
Well,
This is like this episode of Friends at the Table, that episode of Friends at the Table where I was like, I had an idea for a fanfic the other day, and then I realized I could just make it happen. I'm on the show. Anyway,
Similarly,
tell me about
Rook
that
and I just
headcanon.
go.
I'm in
You
the
want to
right
break up real quick?
I'm in the writer's room. That's the crazy thing. So my headcanon is that those I don't know if those tattoos were done with like a tattoo gun or something like that, or part of their initiation was you kissing that part of their décolletage and then they wake up with it in the morning.
Oh,
Who
that's
can
fun.
say?
We love an inky kiss. I love ritual kisses. They're great.
But yeah,
I need
all
to
of the
publish my
tattoos
demon
are like
summoning game.
the color of ash. Yes, publish 1313. Do it.
Do it.
We're working on it. Anyways.
Branding.
Now we
Oh,
want to talk about the enclave, right?
Yeah?
Okay, I think that's a good
Unless we
place
want
to
to talk
move.
about the NPC not present here.
Oh, well, you didn't make a pick crew for your feral muse, bro.
Well, that's
Buddy,
because like
ma'am.
how do you describe her? You know,
That's a
like
great
how do you,
question. Would you like to add to this list?
So I have another key relationship that isn't on this list of NPCs because she's not really a person, so to speak. Because I am the torch, I have one of the options for my key relationships is my feral muse, um, which I have chosen to interpret as the mother of ashen wax, a spirit of change. Her motto is to warm the wax, shape the form, fuel the fire, and warm the bones. Basically, one day Ember had a Ember saw goddess, um, and had a divine revelation, and basically worships this spirit of change and self-actualization. So yeah, no, totally, nothing untoward here. Ignore the fact that my mood board includes Melisandre from Game of Thrones. Ignore.
Ask manager.
You said my computer wife, and I immediately thought of the Tumblr post. My cruel wife. My beautiful wife, task manager, and her cruel scimitar. Oh no, what are you doing with your blade? Yep.
What are you doing at that lighter? What are you
Coincidentally, in the digital realm is, Slide's document
Yup,
colored the
it
same
sure
orange as
is.
Ember. Mostly whim. But yeah. Let's talk about the Enclave, guys.
Yeah, let's talk about the Enclave.
Do we want to start with our conflicts or our visuals? Also, this slide is editable for all of you, so if you have pictures you want to put in later, especially as we develop
Heck
this,
yeah.
and maps, blank spaces, etc.
I love this. Yes.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So the Enclave, our visuals are a train station, high rises, mutant plants blooming, wastelands, and eerie warning signs. And we have 3 other players and 3 conflicts. Do you want to each name one?
Which one do we start with?
It's a great question.
Except they're all across the they're all across the bottom there, so it's like it's kind of like in order.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll talk about I'll talk about I'll talk about
Yeah,
psychic
yeah. I think
privacy.
as my ex, that might be fairly relevant to you.
Yeah. So one of the conflicts that we are encountering as the Enclave is the fact that in the apocalypse we are encountering a new emanation called the psychic maelstrom. And so the questions surrounding that kind of include like how much do we allow this psychic maelstrom to bring us together like spiritually and psychically, but how much do we allow that to like permeate our minds? How much do we allow others to see into ourselves and to truly like understand each other? Because one could see the psychic maelstrom as like a tool to utilize to create understanding and acceptance among others. But others could easily use that as like a manipulation tool, a method of subjugation and oppression. And so the crux of the issue there is just how much do we as a community enforce psychic privacy, and
And
how
in
do
some
we
cases,
how do
yeah.
we enforce that? Yeah. Is I have to ask, is that a crab on that
Yes, it
I
is.
think
sign?
that's a tarantula
Okay.
deer.
No, that is a
Oh, it's a
crab.
coconut crab,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
which
it's a
are
coconut
notoriously
crab.
spidery. Okay.
R.I.P. Amelia Earhart.
All right, Dusty. I think the next one's you. Maybe
Um,
if you want to talk about that.
what are we looking at? Because I was looking at the bottom. Yeah, psychic milestone is the next one, isn't it? No, fair scarcity.
The conflicts on the Enclave mutants is the next item
Oh,
in our
yeah.
conflict. Yeah.
Oh,
As one
the list out
yourself.
there. Yeah, we do have plant mutants blooming. Hi, that's me. Um, I do think it not only encompasses people, I think strange plant creatures have been blooming all around. Um, and generally being in conflict with uh, what's left of society intact. Um, I think people have woken up with strange plant growths and leaves coming out of the pores. And sometimes you wake up, your skin is all green and you need more water than you used to. And it's mostly fine, but you do have to prune the roots that are growing in your lungs sometimes. Sure, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Completely normal. It's a beautiful new world.
Yeah.
All right, Ivor, the last one.
Oh, that's me. The desire for a return to society. Um, I like to think of that as well, for one, I think the Enclave is pretty remote, right? So supplies are always a question. Um, just the material to move on to tomorrow is always a question, and there is, I think, a sentiment within this desire to return to society of that no longer being a question. Um, but that, of course, also comes with the costs of reintegrating into a larger community, into a larger whole, which is what happens to our identity, what happens to our sense of being, right? This sort of radical freedom that we have to be as we are, to be in the bodies that we have, to change our bodies, to change our minds, to change our spirits, right? This sort of radical freedom to exist utterly would come into question. So maybe we won't be hungry anymore, but will I be able to have what I look like on the outside match what I feel like on the inside without scrutiny, without having to bend to the perspectives of other people within a larger mass? We would lose that. And so I think that's often a conflict, right? Um, Often a tension. I don't know if anybody else has more ideas about that, but that's where I went.
Sorry if anyone can hear the tiny baby screaming on my end. I
That,
think
that's our
there's
that's our secret fifth player.
yeah,
Arson's
Dr.
cat.
Kitty Baby.
That's right.
Technically it's my sibling's cat, but she does live in my house. All right. Um, we should probably discuss the desires of our setting elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right. The Varied's bah, diction. Um, the varied scarcities. There's no postal service, no municipal waste treatment, no reservoir operations manager to treat your water, no ecological impact survey team, no police, no road maintenance crew, and that means no refrigerated trucks hauling groceries into the area. No signal in the cell towers most days. The people who used to think about this stuff so you didn't have to, they're gone now. The varied scarcities desire paranoia and a feral age.
The next one we have is the psychic maelstrom. Close your eyes, open your brain. Something's wrong with the world. That something is the psychic maelstrom. It's just beyond our everyday perception, ever present and howling. It can offer guidance, protection, even flashes of brilliant inspiration. Oh, hey, that makes me think of someone. But it's hungry and knows what it will satisfy its appetite. It desires paranoia and a feral age.
I'm sorry, I copy pasted that incorrectly. Let me go look at that on our sheets. I
And
edited these way
entropy,
too many times yesterday.
it's entropy and a fervent intimacy.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I think the
Oh,
rest of
was
them should
that?
be fine.
Oh, yeah, those
Oh,
are
was
the same as the other one.
Yeah.
A fervent intimacy, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. No wonder you know. At first. Um, all right.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Speaking of, Zelda, do you want to go talk about the society intact real quick?
For some reason, we thought the collapse was going to hit everybody at the same time, but nothing happens like that, neatly or evenly. Civilization crumbles in waves, eroding the peripheries of good society. Apocalypse is only a distant nightmare for the privileged, a cautionary tale about what might happen to them if they should fall from the master's arms. You'd be surprised what one of those people would do to keep their society intact. Its desires are ignorance of outsiders and a technical solution.
Hey, Artie?
Yes, 'tis I.
Yes, I think the digital realm is next.
Yes, the digital realm. Everything we'd ever known or said was embedded somewhere inside of it. Even though the digital realm was young, it was hard to remember back to the way life was without it. It seemed as permanent as it was pervasive. Apocalypse pulled the digital realm to pieces. Networks fell into disconnect, satellites blinked out, computers were ripped apart and stripped of their precious metal content, but humans are wily and resourceful. They know how to salvage, repurpose, and rebuild. Maybe the digital realm still has a future. And the realm desires escapism and traffic secrets.
All right. The outlying gangs. People had wildly differing ideas about what the collapse of law and order meant for their future. Some shuffled the mortal coil at the first sign of real danger. Others took to the hills equipped with water purifiers and dried goji berries. But some people stayed right where they were, armed and alert, ready to carve out an entire empire by whatever means necessary. Stop whatever you're doing. Crane your neck just a tiny bit. You can probably hear their roaring in the distance. The outlying gangs desire unspoken fealty and somewhere safe to sleep.
And last but not least, we have the Earth itself. We built a new world upon its back, glass and steel stacked towards the heavens. We learned how to pull electricity out of every natural element, to mechanize, to automate. Some of us went whole days forgetting that anything existed inside our edifice. We wounded the earth, we alienated ourselves from its touch, its harmonies. We broke holes in the sky. When it tried to warn us, we didn't listen. What now? Will apocalypse cement that alienation for eternity, or finally bring us home? And it desires strange new forms and the fall of man.
Uh, all right.
I think we're all done now.
Yeah. I'm gonna make the obligatory joke. Hey, do we want to do the friends at the table classic and hey Ember, do you want to break up real quick?
Yeah, we should.
Or
I could break up.
but also absolutely willing to break up with you, but I do want to open the table to anything else if other people have seen ideas.
I was under the assumption that we already had broken up.
Yeah, but sometimes it's fun to break up on camera. But yeah,
Who do you like if nobody else has like other like
yeah.
pressing matters to attend
I'd love
to?
to see you two breaking up.
All right.
Okay, all right, we're gonna stay.
Look, we have the motion has been seconded,
We are starting out
thirded.
strong.
I have Imogen Heap at the ready.
I have added a nice little like train
I gotta break up
station.
for the table. Would you have some from Feyrath 7? Thank you.
I've added a nice little train station picture, which is where I think this scene takes place.
Oh yeah.
To the enclave. I don't see it on the stream though. So I don't know if my images just aren't showing up, or
I
what
can
have
see it in the
you. But
document, so we'll see.
yeah, I can
Um,
also see it in the document.
yeah.
Oh well. We can see it, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Um. So. Um. I mean, who do we really think is breaking up with who here? Like,
I am the one cramping your style. I don't think I'm breaking up with you unless you're like being
but I
weird
have a
about it.
but I have a fractured heart. Like, what if you break up with me because I'm
Oh.
trying to change you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. As is notable based on the pick route and also my character description, I don't have yellow eyes. Um, and you do have a lure about taking part in your rituals for the first time.
And you have not done the rites of passage,
Yeah.
despite us having dated for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
I respect your
and
fervent faith, but you were submersed in something I can't feel. Maybe I can, but like it's
didn't
it's
even
different
count for
for
the
me.
last bacchanal.
I think I've been to the Bacchanals, but I also think I really harsh the vibe because part of I think the intensity of the Bacchanal is the psychic maelstrom and the intimacy and the connection that creates. And I'm kind
uh-huh.
of a black hole. I'm the eye of the storm. Who wants to host a Bacchanal in the quiet? There's no music.
But yeah, I think like we're like walking along the abandoned, like overgrown train tracks here. Um, and I think like the scene kind of like starts out with like Ember just kind of like walking. We're kind of like I feel like we're kind of absent-mindedly holding hands.
Yeah.
And
It's a thing you
like,
do when you go for a walk.
yeah, the
It's
thing you do when
comfortable.
you go for a walk with the person you're dating. Yeah.
Yeah. I also
Um,
can imagine Ember as someone who is not like touchy-feely in a negative way, just like they're a person who makes a lot of contact
oh,
and
no.
thrives on that.
Ember is very much like myself. I crave physical touch. So like, even if it's just like holding hands or something like that, I feel like that is definitely like Ember's vibe, where it's like
Yeah.
she wants to share her warmth with others.
Yeah.
Um,
And
so
then,
like,
despite the psychic void that Cadenza emits, Cadenza's not averse to people or touch.
and
That's a
she's
thing I want to
got
make clear.
soft hands too. Like, so she
Yeah.
moisturizes from all the wax and stuff, you
Uh
know?
huh.
So it's
My
like,
hands are so soft. I was born in a weird tank. Not that you were.
what if we like kissed about it? What if
Exactly.
we...
They're so warm.
They're so warm. So yeah, Ember is walking along. He's like, so I was thinking maybe, it's Saturday. Tomorrow I'm running running a service. Um, I know you haven't really gone to any of them, but I would really like it if you maybe started coming. Like, I just, I don't know. It's just I feel like, we've been here for a while, and or you've been here for a while, and having you become like a bigger part of the flock would be, I think it would be good for you.
My brain is going first of all, and I'm like, Cadet. I don't think. No, I can be that. Fine. One of my questions is play to find out if you're calculating. I think I can approach things in a numbered list item way. We're learning things here. Um, First of all, I don't. It's not that I don't want to come, but
And here
I
comes
don't
the
think
but.
you've told me I have a nice one. Um, Regardless, I don't feel that I really would contribute to the energy you like. You prefer to cultivate during your
But
services.
But
Um,
that's the point,
do
Cadenza.
you do
I
you think that if I joined you, the silence would stop?
maybe. I believe that the mother can change all things.
I like
That
what I am. I like that I can offer a reprieve to the overwhelmed.
I
Like you,
just
you can't embrace what you like. You can't embrace what you offer without a place
I
to
just worry
experience
about
the other
the
half.
space that you occupy. There's nothing there.
I don't think you're looking hard enough.
I think I can see plenty.
Ember, I don't think this is working out.
What?
I think we
What do
should
you
see other
mean? Like,
people.
what? Whoa. Hang on. Let's take a step back and regroup. Let's talk about this, okay? Like you
You
can't
want to
what?
you want to change me.
No, I want to help you.
I was built for this.
I don't even know what that means.
No, you don't.
Cad, I
And I don't think you want to.
I do. I want to understand you.
Cat is a great
I
nickname, by
just
the way.
I can't. I just I look at you, and just all of the energy that I put out, it just gets sucked in and just compressed down. And I just,
And I
for once,
welcome
I
it
want
with
to
all
know.
the rest.
For once, I
I would
just want to
like
know that you feel something.
I would like to pick up the psychic maelstrom here,
Okay, go for it.
and I'm going to bleed psychic instability into the immediate area.
Uh-huh.
Ah, shit.
What do you do? Better yet, uh, Zelda, tell me what this looks like, as you have an emotion, and that has consequences.
I think like in the psychic maelstrom, like this comes off as like I imagine the psychic maelstrom as like an angrier Twilight Mirage.
Oh yeah.
So like there's all like this vast like nebula of colors and emotions, like kind of just like the air becomes like a mood ring
Mm-hmm.
almost, and just like
Beautiful
there
imagery.
is there's kind of like a wreath of spectral flames like kind of emanating from Ember, that they could kind of see around their hands, and just like she's burning up at the thought of like losing this person who is like important to her, and like I just um I'm going to do a weak move here, um, and gain a token.
All right.
That weak move is to uh, ask, what do you really think of me? And I think Ember asks this by saying, just, what do you take me for?
Someone afraid of silence. I'm also going to take a token. Um, I will get some of those on the character map real quick for us to pass around. Um, boop, here's a circle. And we're gonna, okay, that's not a circle, that's an oval. Can you tell graphic design is my problem? Here, we can just make them funky little dots. Use them like little counters.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one for you. Put that on your. I was supposed to be a copy. I forgot I'm on Mac. It's not Command C. It's Control C. Um, I know how to
Curse
use
you,
computers.
Apple!
All right. Yes. My weak move. Yes. What was I going to? Yes. Um, temporarily lose control of your psychic abilities. I feel everything as it comes. I am not immune to what enters. I emit a void. I am not a void. I feel it as it passes through me and over me. Yeah, a little bit litany of fear. If that's on your uh Rook bingo board, you're welcome. Uh, um, it's a common thing that I end up invoking. Um, and you're putting out a lot right now, and I am, despite how you feel, despite how you interpret me, because you're so reliant on the maelstrom and how it helps you see into people. I am overwhelmed. My shield is not infallible. It is overwhelmed. It is not impervious. You overwhelm me and it collapses. This is, I think, the first time you've seen that. And you can feel everything. The memories that I hold, the guilt that other people offer me in exchange for succor and peace.
I
And yes, I
think,
mean CUCCOR,
yeah,
not lollipops or oral sex.
there'll be
Anyways,
plenty of time for that later. Um,
exactly. Yeah, and the fear. I am afraid of your desire to change me. I was built for this, and while I am not acting on the purpose as it was intended, I am an independent, free moving agent now separate from the society intact and the entity that made me. I still feel I have a purpose and that I was meant to be this way. Baby, I was born this way. Feel that.
I think like Ember feels like everything radiating off of you, like the event horizon of a black hole. And just I think like all she can muster is, what are you?
Are you really sure you want to know the answer to that?
I thought I did once.
Come back again next
Now,
time you're sure. And I think Cadenza walks away.
Cad!
Cad stops, looks over their shoulder, but like,
Don't go.
I'm not going far. I just can't be right here, right now.
I think like in the psychic maelstrom, we see the orangeness of like the storm around her snuff into like a gray wisp that like just kind of like lingers up into the sky.
Get snuffed. Yeah. Okay. So that was a breakup, everyone. Great to be here.
Hey.
um
People are having feelings in the chat.
Good. This is what we're here for.
The crowd goes, yeah, woo, breakup. Yeah,
Weeping and
we
wailing.
don't need to like do a close up on just like Ember's like wailing.
Oh no, like the crowd goes wild by sobbing, etc.
Oh yeah.
No,
Mass hysteria by Here comes the
Here comes the butt. What a great screenshot. Thank you for that.
That's a great screenshot. Thank you, Marigold.
Our stream host has captured a caption error made by our caption bot where it says "and here comes the butt" but with like 2 T's. It's a great tension break for humor in the middle of a breakup scene.
We'll have time for that later.
Exactly. Let's look at the setting elements and see can we introduce an external sort of new thing? Yeah. Oh, I can fix that. Ugh.
You know what I would think could be a good source of conflict?
Tell me.
So I'm reading the questions that have to do with me, and the 2 of them from Amber and Amber and Gat. And I think it would be fun if maybe Dusty and Gat were at Dusty workshop, doing things for the cause, you know, and Amber came in trying to fix her heart, which aches from fracture, I'm quoting here. It could be a while afterwards.
Like the immediate aftermath of just like you guys are just having like a day in the workshop, like Gat's just like I need to make some weapons, like you gotta like we had like a big skirmish and a lot of our gear got broken, we gotta like fix some stuff. And then like, just fucking Ember comes like crashing in like a meteorite. Just like...
How long has it been?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be.
Are you like, I need this fixed before Bacchanal tomorrow?
I don't think that's the case. I think
okay, fair.
I think what happens the immediate aftermath is and I think this is something that like plays into Ember's weakness there. Immediately following that, the service gets canceled for this week.
Oh yeah, we
The
love
cell service? Oh no, I need my Wi-Fi.
we love queer drama. Sorry, our
Sorry,
goddesses
I
had a
don't.
breakup. Sobbing on table.
Yeah, Ember, you walk in on Gat holding up various things that are solid or liquid or whatever the case may be, and just asking Dusty, "Hey, does this blow up? Okay, how about this? Please tell me this blows up."
It's
The one
like
time blow up.
it's been a couple of days, and like Ember walks in, she's wearing the same clothes that she was wearing that day. Like there are like her like ashen like face paint is like all smeared with like tear stains and like all of that shit, and like she just kind of like walks in and just like crashes onto the floor.
Yeah, I think while on her workspace, Dusty has like a calm demeanor to her, very in control of the environment, knows every square inch of this place, and calmly and dutifully looking at the explosives and sorting them. Once she at first hears and then looks back to see the torch, the fire that walking in while we're handling explosives, I'm going to quietly push them further away. Not
Notoriously flame vibed character. A volatile element.
then I'm going to at first talk to Gat. Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to get right back to you. Quiet smile. Turns back. Walks up to Amber. Squats closer to her. Hi. What can I help you?
You fix things, right?
That is what I tend to do. Yes.
I have something that's broken and would like to have it fixed.
Oh, you get a token for that. My lure is whenever someone comes to to me with something precious that needs fixing, they get a token. So that's a token for you.
Hell yeah. Gaming.
Power game, I think.
Power gaming. Yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah, of course.
Ember just like points to her chest.
You hear Gat
Like,
over Dusty's shoulder. Whoa, you having a fucking heart attack right now?
no, Gat, shut up.
Okay, good.
I'm my. Can you fix a broken heart?
Ugh.
Um, Dusty's expression softens from crisis mode to like, oh dear. Um,
Z dumped me.
oh, I'm so sorry, Amber. I'm going to offer you a hand to try and get you seated somewhere more comfortable.
He didn't want to come to church. He didn't want to do the rites. The maelstrom, the fire.
Here, have a glass of water. Deep breathe.
Trains.
Yeah, we do have those. It's I'm I'm sure it's going to work out.
She
Just
like
need some space, right?
noisily like blows her nose into like a tissue. And it just like the tissue like wipes off even more of like the ash paint. To the point where like you can now see like the freckles like on her face.
Mhm.
You want a prescription? 2 fingers
I
of the good
was
stuff and a fat doobie. And have a good night.
fingers of the good stuff. Oh, you mean like whiskey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would suggest that, wouldn't you, Gat?
Talking about is a good start. Let's just. When did it happen?
Saturday. I think it's like Wednesday. I think it's sadder if it's Wednesday and
Oh.
Ember's like still like a mess.
Given the leaky faucet, I thought this was like 5 minutes ago.
No.
Oh dear, we should clean up your makeup then.
I haven't done any rituals in a few days. I'm a little concerned that the wards won't hold if I don't do anything soon. But every time I do, I just think about him.
I have now finished preparing my pistol, and I cock the hammer, and I say, I got all the wards you need right here.
No, 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 no. Yeah, no.
I got a whole mag full of wards.
For the gangs, sure. Not Cat,
What?
not the
No, no.
Void.
Why would I shoot her? I'm not talking about her.
Because you cocked a pistol while I'm talking about my breakup.
You're talking about the structural integrity of the enclave. I'm prepared to shoot a ghost. I fought a ghost before.
Yeah, I know. You tell the story every time you get high.
Right. A bitch is ready.
Delightful.
So while you take a
Delightful.
sponge to those eyes of yours, I'm telling you I'm ready in case you can't get it up.
I do think
Hey,
there's
hey,
some
that's
merit.
targeted.
I do think
You
there's
can't
some
just.
merit to Gat's suggestion, and it would make you feel better to burn something. And then I do think now that I do grow weed at my workshop because this was a cool.
Back to the dream blood rotation joke.
God damn it.
Ugh. All right.
And beam me up, Scotty. Let's go.
All right, and we're back. Thank you all for your patience. Shout outs to Brave One and Marigold, our stream host, for fixing that. Yeah. Where were we? Oh yeah, Ember was getting high.
Ember was
sinking,
becoming one with the couch.
I'm
Uh-huh,
becoming
and
one with Dusty's couch.
Yeah, and two people are in a room together, and there is a secret in that room. And we know how the psychic maelstrom feels about intimacy and communication.
Secrets.
Yeah, I'm not here, so I can't do anything. Well, I could pick up a scene. Let me look. Am I gonna pick up the psychic maelstrom? Hold on.
Pick it up and put it in your pocket.
Uh-huh.
Pick it up and put it in your mouth.
Chomp chomp.
That's right. But it puts a whole new spin on chewing the scenery.
Enter into someone's
That's
sensory
right.
experience at the right moment. Dusty, what do your plants smell like? The ones on your body?
I imagine a fresh green, sort of minty.
Hell
smell.
yeah.
Gat?
Yep.
That's filling your senses from across the room or however close you are or aren't to Dusty.
It's so funny because one of my favorite cocktails is the mint julep.
Mm.
And the last time I dressed a wound, I had to pour peppermint schnapps on it. So, I don't know how much of this is conscious or not, but I am gravitating to Dusty while I work because I just want to keep smelling it. But I also don't want to be a fucking creep and just bury my nose in their neck because that would be weird.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
I'm
not a thing to do uninvited, yeah.
I'm like, hey, can you pass me that washer? So then I have an excuse to be within touching
The
distance.
little maneuvers you do to get like closer to someone you have a crush on, like the
Mhm.
little.
And I do imagine the workshop isn't that big, so we are pretty close by anyways. And Desi is just comfortable in the space and so knows where people are and how to
Mhm.
maneuver around and close to them.
Mhm.
And does it seamlessly.
You notice that I start to bleed.
Oh dear.
It's running down my. I don't actually. I think in the workshop I'm not wearing my jacket, so I am wearing a tank top. Um, and yeah, my shoulder is bleeding. Um, it wasn't before. I have not noticed this yet.
Blood from stone.
Oh, yeah, I'll hold you by your forearm and try to maneuver you to sit down. You're bleeding. Let me
Hey,
just.
hey, 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 wise guy. You take me to dinner first. Oh shit.
I love cat.
When did you get hurt? You should have
I
come to me
don't.
earlier. You do. I've mended your wounds plenty of times.
Oh, well, I mean, it doesn't. Sure, I got hurt, but I didn't feel hurt. You know what I mean? Because that would be. I'm not a pussy,
You should
So.
feel hurt. How we know when to mend things. Here, and I'll start picking up, like, rubbing alcohol, mm, bandages.
Well, I think I would know if I got cut, so. And the last time I checked, you don't necessarily trust me with sharp objects in here.
Ember just like high as fuck on the couch, just like, oh wait, I've got something for this. Like pulls like a small like pouch like out of a pocket somewhere.
Mhm.
And it's just like, I have some it's ashes. Rub it in the thing. It's...
Thank you, dear. And I'll ignore that and do not rub ashes in the wound. And I don't.
I
And
typically blow smoke and ash out of my mouth, not put it back in.
it's good for you. She just like says quietly to herself while she takes another like drag off of the.
Thank you for your efforts, Ember.
What I am going to do now is make a weak move and treat someone like a project instead of a person.
Delightful.
As I shift into my tinker mode, so to speak, my demeanor changes, and I'm like, while we were chatting and I was helping you along and just working together, I'm now in fix it mode and very coldly, not like looking at your face anymore, just tending the wound, moving around a
Oh, that's
lot.
great. That's
For
great.
it, yeah.
Because I should also do a weak move here and ask, whose motives should I second guess right now?
Oh.
You want to second guess my motives?
Yeah.
What's your second guess? And what would be the first one?
I'm not in the room, so you can't second guess me. Even though you were threatening to like eliminate the threat to the enclave earlier.
Hmm.
I moved a token for you, so you have one for the future.
And I think I just asked you. You want to put me under a microscope?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, are you feeling? Do you think you're also going through mutation? That might be helpful.
You want to find out? You're the expert.
I take a blood sample out of you and move away.
Hey, Gat, what do your
Putting
pupils
you
look
under
like?
What do my pupils look like?
Yeah, are they dilated?
They're blown wide open.
Okay, I figured. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking about my pupils, about my eye holes.
Your
Your
peepers.
pupil Lonathans?
That's right. See, I knew you'd come around with them.
I've been here the whole time.
Literally looking at the microscope. I don't think I see any chlorophyll here. Yep.
Alice, can I tell you what you do see?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Great. I think you have a cool microscope that lets you
I
see
do have a cool microscope.
other stuff. And I think you notice some particular particles that shouldn't be there. What that tells you is that this is so weird. Have you seen Tenet?
Tenant?
Yeah. The
No, I
Yeah,
Christopher
the
haven't.
John David Washington and Robert Pattinson movie.
Yeah. So what happens in that film is that there's time travel in the film, and what happens is that entropy gets reversed, and so basically, imagine you're watching a tape and then you're rewinding through it. That's what the time travel looks like. People just move in reverse, but like it's at the same speed, basically.
It's a matter of perspective.
A matter of perspective, yeah. So what happens is that, just forensically speaking, she is bleeding from a wound that hasn't been inflicted yet.
Oh. Huh.
I should have seen that
Oh,
coming when we put entropy on the psychic maelstrom.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Delightful.
That's really good.
Incredible. Fun pull. I might sneeze.
Bless you.
Either they come from a mile away, or they go away before they happen, or they just come out of nowhere.
I would bless you, but I just don't really have it in me right now. I'm going through like a
Uh-oh.
hard time.
Yeah. That sounds about. That's fair.
Okay, I have a lot of cool moves to handle the situation. But I don't think I'm gonna use a strong move just yet. Because I like the weak ones better. Because they're messier.
Yes, we love to be messy. What is Dream Askew for but messiness?
I think I would like to, after already treating someone like a project, tinker with an object, leaving it volatile or broken.
Oh?
Sorry about that.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure how, but I think I try to make your blood, try to interact with your blood and make it react in a more natural way blood would do. And the small sample that I got from you, that I have it under the microscope, it starts growing and replicating. And suddenly my microscope is bleeding your blood now.
Oh, oh.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
gnarly.
Zelda. I kind of love that.
No, I love it too. I was just like, wow, damn.
Delightful.
We're getting real fucking weird, like right off the bat.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good point to move to another scene if you guys feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very dun dun dun. We'd cut to commercial there.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so Amber was talking about her breakup, and it sounded like Gat parsed some of that conversation as Cadenza potentially being a threat to the community. Uh, Gat, is that something you're gonna follow up on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You've got this cut that hasn't happened yet, and I have a slender weapon carefully concealed, so and a weak move called lend someone your signature weapon. We'll find out
Yeah, it's
how
a
that shakes out.
real broad interpretation of the word lend. Here, can you hold this for me?
Look,
Stabs
I
you in
don't
the
have a
shoulder.
strong move called use your signature weapon.
Oh, I see.
I only have use your psychic gifts with artful precision.
Oh, okay. So you're going to telekinetically stab me.
No. Telekinesis isn't on my psychic gifts list. I think that would be pushing it.
I see.
And I only take memories that are given to me. So
I only
we'll see
slurp
about
with
that.
consent.
Oh yeah, it's called absolution for a reason, rather than just me picking memory harvesting. Just plucking thoughts out of your brain would be creepy. Um, exactly what they made me for. All right. Where do you find me?
Where do you go when you want to be quiet?
Oh, so we're in a city surrounded by a wasteland, and
In like an abandoned section of the city. Like
yeah,
I think
I
did
think
we establish that like the enclave is in like an outlying neighborhood of this like city that is slowly experiencing the apocalypse?
yeah,
Like an exurb?
yeah, and it yeah, and yeah, could be. Um, I was also thinking of like maybe we're in a city that fell, but not every city's done yet. Maybe some are holding on.
Mm.
But everything can be as close or as far as we want. Um, but as we have a tiger and not necessarily an arrival, I don't know. I was thinking of having more wasteland than society intact, but
Fair enough.
play to find out. Either way, I do think I had this urge to go to the top of a bluff, but no. In an urban environment, that's called climbing on top of a building, and
Mhm.
I think it's like a 2 or 3 story building on a corner. Like the first floor is a bodega. Um, I think I climbed up the fire escape basically or something. Um, Cadenza is sitting on the edge of the building, feet dangling, um, facing the same way as the building faces, out into the street. Um, not hiding, but also like I think a good portion of the enclave keeps their distance. The silence is uncanny and unsettling as much as the noise can be, right? Um, Also, I don't think my radius can reach you from the street, etc. I don't think my eye of the storm is that big unless I'm trying.
Mhm.
The passive effect is a much smaller zone.
When I get close to you, my experience of like barometric pressure changes.
Oh,
My ears pop,
Uh-huh.
and that one molar in the back of my mouth just doesn't sit right in my mouth.
Uh-huh.
So I
Ugh.
always know that you're near. My teeth feel weird.
Ah, fascinating. Do you avoid that?
No,
Okay. Um,
it gives it is an excuse to be hypervigilant.
that's fair. This makes sense to me. Do you wait for me to speak, or do you start the conversation?
Even if you were about to start the conversation, I started for you anyway.
Okay.
And there's a key signifier here is that whenever Gat stands with a hand on her hip,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like a neutral stance, it's like an idle animation for her.
Mm-hmm.
It could just as easily be a quick drawing hand. It could just as
Mm-hmm.
easily be hey, I'm Gat. Welcome
Yeah.
to the team. That kind of thing.
It's the I have my hand on my sword and I'm flicking the latch on my sheath as a fidget, but also my sword is a part of my body and it's right here.
Oh yeah,
No.
she's
Yeah.
such a wrist on pommel kind of girl, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So
yes,
no,
we
I
went to
track you. Yep.
yes.
I speak your
Um,
language.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a problem.
I don't imagine we are. Did something happen?
Well, decisions tend to have ripples with you, so. So who broke first, you or her?
Thought it might be obvious.
Well, she's perfectly good at making herself cry, so.
Hey.
You have a point. She feels intensely. I don't blame her for that.
I'd like
Do
to
I...
pick up the Earth itself briefly,
Okay.
just
Uh-huh.
to
Ooh,
describe
yeah.
the scenery.
Mhm.
Okay.
One of the moves is abruptly storm. I'm not doing that yet, but I do think that the clouds are plum gray, really dark. Thunder breaks the silence that usually around Cadence. Um, the wind is howling, but that you cannot hear just yet. That's too close. Um, the barometric pressure that you felt might not have been just Project Danza. In the ground from here, you can see that the plants are taking over the city in strange new forms. Some flowers bigger than you ever seen, different colors than not usually seen in nature.
Alice,
Yeah.
there's something blossoming or wilting between the two of us right now. What color are the petals?
I think a muted lilac. Gold.
Oh.
Very
Mhm.
different from Amber's usual colors.
Yeah.
Is it blossoming or is it dying?
I think it's blossoming. That's it. Go back to it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Um, you know her. She's persistent. She'd keep trying to change me if I didn't draw the line. Opposites attract, but there's apparently such a thing as too much difference.
Well, good. I like you just the way you are.
At least someone does. Thank you, Kat.
Yeah, I mean, you're a known quantity at this point, so.
The deeply pragmatic answer. I think that's actually in character. She says it more gently than that, I think. Because then it tries to speak softly.
Ever the pragmatist.
I like to think we have that much in common.
Hey, listen, the boys are picking up on something weird over the channels the other day.
Weird like what?
Weird like you.
As far as I know, there's nothing like me.
Well, I want to test that theory out.
Okay.
Oh.
How would you like to do that?
Dune buggy. You firmly fastened in the passenger seat.
Do you want to use me as bait?
Could be bait. Could be a dowsing rod. I don't fucking know. Let's fuck around and find out.
Does Gat have like a title? Do people call Gat Sir or anything, or is it just their just her name?
Coach or captain.
Okay. Just checking. I had the impulse to be like, "Do you want to use me as bait, sir?" So I thought I should check. But also, a military project might have language ticks. It's fine. Uh,
Don't call me sir. I haven't given you an order yet.
Oh.
Aye, aye. No. It's as you wish. Is it gay yet? I don't know, but I think that's more of how they would
As
say
you wish.
it. Yes, thank you, Zelda.
Frankly, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, so I thought, you know what? Let me give him a toss. See what happens.
Subject myself to your experiments, but I won't promise not to defend myself if anything tries to harm me.
You got it.
I did say anything. That's a very broad thing. Wow. Yeah. Um, do we cut to this experiment
Yeah.
out in the wastelands?
Yeah.
Dune buggy. The piece of fabric blocking out the sun is there as opposed to usually walking around in the muscle tank top that's in the character profile. Yeah. Uh-huh. I still don't know what my slender weapon carefully concealed is. I guess we'll find out at some point. Yeah. So we've got the outlying gangs.
Mm-hmm.
The society intact
Mhm.
could always do something. We
Rear
got those
its ugly head.
satellites. Uh-huh.
I do have I do have a concept in mind for the society intact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think that looks like? Let's talk it out.
So I think like the readings that like Gat's crew is getting is coming from like some sort of like I think there's like a town a ways away from the city that we're occupying our enclave in. And
Mm-hmm.
just outside of that town is a compound.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that compound is where like uh the box cutters are getting these readings from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like uh so like mm, as you like kind of like roll across the desert, what you see here is like you see like essentially like there the compound is as follow like it's like an office park
Mm-hmm.
out in the desert, but then there are also like facilities that you could assume are like laboratories. Um,
Kind of like a
big,
Google
big,
campus for a big
uh-huh.
tech
Except
research
like
R&D. Yeah.
big, like barbed wire fence, like
Mm-hmm.
surrounding the compound with like, or it's like a big, like it's a big concrete wall with like barbed wire across the top. There are parts of it that have kind of like caved in a little bit, due to, just the wear and tear of like the apocalypse, things of that nature. I think one of the things that maybe you notice, Cadenza, like as you're like riding along in the dune buggy, is like on a on like a cactus, like out in the desert there's a bird like
Mm-hmm.
sitting on top of the cactus,
Is
and
this?
it like what.
I was gonna ask, is that bird a camera?
Uh-huh. It sure
Uh-huh.
is. It is like you recognize it, like you recognize it immediately as like a drone of some
Yeah.
sort that has been fashioned to look like a crow.
Yeah.
Um,
I think.
and yeah, its
No, go ahead. You
mechanical
finish.
eye is like its mechanical eye. You see like the aperture
Mm-hmm.
adjust.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So what do you
Um.
do?
Yeah, I was on the fence about this, but as we were talking, I think I've decided this isn't the compound Cadenza came from. I
Mm-mm,
think it would be a little
probably
too
not.
close. But Cadenza didn't know this one was here. I think when Cadenza left, it wasn't as clean as, say, like Alice in Resident Evil Extinction, like hunting down satellite codes. I don't think there was that degree of preparation and tracks covering. Um, I I don't think those are necessarily skills that Cadenza has at
No,
this point.
no.
Um,
This compound, I think you can see like there's like a sign on like one of
mhm.
the office buildings that shows like the name of like the corporation that like owns this compound.
And I
Or
recognize the
own.
logo.
I think the logo is um I think the logo is like a stylized eye
Mm,
that bears like the name of the company like alongside it. And the name of the company is Acer. Um
ACER, like the laptop.
no,
Okay.
no, Aesir like the Norse gods.
Oh,
Yes.
AESIR.
Yeah.
Aesir, yeah.
Yeah. I named a tech company Argot Lamb once. I'm here with you now. Uh, all right. Yeah. Um, thank you. Wonderful establishing shots. Chills down the spine. Um, I think it is. I don't think it's obvious, but I do think Gat is tuned in enough to like notice because Gat's paying attention to Cadenza because fishing rod, lure, bait, multiple things. Um, there's like a shipper. There is a moment of a break in the facade before Cadenza collects Zerself again.
You good?
I don't think you've got time for a long story right now. I'll let you know if it's fine for now. I'll tell you if that changes.
The pulse was pretty thready, so that tells me this, whatever it is likely underground.
I can tell you now, your readings weren't me. I've never been here.
No, I just had a
Maybe I
taste
was
of
wrong.
it. Where did you say you were from again?
Have you asked?
No.
Okay. Um, I think Cadenza very honestly, without guile, says you didn't ask. Um, are you sure you want to know?
I wouldn't have asked if I didn't.
You'd be surprised at what some people think after they receive answers to certain questions.
Mm.
Like I said, I don't think you have time for a long story, Gat.
You can hear like above like the dune buggy, you can hear like the mechanical like flapping of like the drone's wings as it follows you.
Cadenza looks back over his shoulder and clocks the crow and goes, they've been following us for half a mile.
Let them.
You know that's not a real bird, right?
None of them are.
Cadenza nods.
Birds aren't real. Birds.
Not anymore, they're not. uh, that's great. Looking at, oh wow, threats, betrayals, damn.
I do think then the storm that had been brewing thunders loudly, and then rain starts pouring heavily,
Ooh.
loudly. It it's gonna be an issue if you want to go back. But also, there's this building right here, right?
We can go in and wait it out, or we can see if we get stuck in the mud heading back. It's your call, Gat. You're in charge here.
Less than wasting any time getting wet. Let's go inside.
That sounded like such a euphemism. Anyways, yeah, we get out of the doom buggy and we go into the building. Cadenza looks as there's a lingering glance up at the logo and the signboard over the building as they go in. Could be curiosity, could be more.
I think like when you walk into the building, there's like an eerie, like there's a staticky crackle, and then there's like a bell that dings, like the kind for like an old like PA announcement, like a bum bum bum.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, welcome to Acer.
Welcome to All Tech Lansing. Um, back to the Resident Evil touchstone. Is this place booby trapped?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Almost certainly.
Gat, I think are you standing inside or outside of my radius right now?
I'm inside your radius right now.
Okay. Um, I still think that you feel the shift, if not to as much of a clear degree, when I extend my radius and I'm reaching out with my senses and looking. Let me see if that technically. I think I'm gonna have to spend my token on use your psychic gifts with artful precision. Let me delete that real quick so I remember that I don't have that. And I'm going to feel through the silence for those traps. Um, and I think in a soft voice, tell Gat, walk where I walk. I'll explain later.
And in response to that, I'm going to do a weak move here and ask what makes me vulnerable in this situation. And the way I'm going to ask that in character is, or else, what?
The Jags aren't the only people who lay traps, Gat.
Lead the way.
And Cadenza does. I think as much as you want to find out what these signals are, Cadenza wants to find out the connection. And also, like, ain't no thing like me is, well, clearly something might be like me, and I want to go figure that out. So we move deeper into the facility without hesitation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there a moment where you like misstep and almost trigger a trap? Like, do we get that on camera, the close call, or?
I feel like yeah, with like the society intact here, that feels like a um like offer an opportunity with or without a cost
Mhm.
kind of thing, like the move that goes there. Um
I have a question.
or
Go
oh,
ahead.
yeah.
Is this my mistake or yours?
I think I misspeak. Um, I maybe it's left and right or something like that, but I misspeak and you take a step and I went, no, I mean the other way. Or like you're left or whatever, because I've like turned
Mhm.
around to watch you or something. It's something like that.
But
And
does this put you in danger or me? Because if it puts you in danger, I'm about to take a bullet for you.
it's you. Um, and hold on, I have to look and see if I can do something about this. Um, I think
Unauthorized presence detected.
yeah. Because I think there's that close call, like the spear in the wall goes off or whatever. I think you duck in time or whatnot, or this is the cut in your arm. But a trap has been
Oh
triggered.
yeah! Oh my God! Oh shit! Yeah, that's
Is that what you want to do here, or did you
Yes.
want to save that?
No, that's exactly what I want to do here.
Okay. So does the cut disappear here with how reversal works?
I
Oh,
think
I think
so.
I
Or
know something that's fun that can happen.
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
My microscope is still bleeding, and I'm there at my workshop with Amber, and then the blood starts flowing back in.
Yes. Good, good,
Whoa,
good. I love that.
trippy.
Yeah. So this is a how big is this projectile?
I keep thinking my booby trap reference was there's a sequence in Extinction where someone is working through basically the entire plot of the first movie. And at one point, there is a basically where you would put a fire door, there is instead a up and down guillotine that ends up slicing a gurney in half.
Ouch.
I don't think that's that.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't like.
um, I think it is not to be too Indiana Jones, but I think it's like a shuriken or a throwing saw blade or something that cuts crossways across the hall.
Sure. So I think what happens is that when we make this turn, we already see that blade embedded in the wall,
Hmm.
Mm.
which then starts rotating backwards and flies along the flight path that it would have took had it been shot, and that is what cuts me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that makes sense considering Cadenza is built on inversion of stuff. So I'll lean into this. Um, yeah, I'm looking at the regular move, take action, leaving yourself vulnerable. There are I'm also looking at the weak move, draw unwanted engine to your boat movements, but I don't think that's firing yet. Um, there's, I think, three more of these blades stuck in the wall as we keep going. And I think Cadenza reaches out, puts like a hand on Gat's chest, and like pushes. It's just the lightest pressure, but it's like I'm gonna take the lead. Um,
Hmm.
we're in my house now. Uh,
Hmm. There's a corpse in here. That third sawed blade decapitated it.
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Set that stage.
Environmental storytelling.
Announce a future threat. Good job. Um, yeah. And I think Cadenza moves fast here. Um, I think this is the switch from feeling through the silence to just instinct. This is familiar to Cadenza. This is a program they've been through before,
Mm-hmm.
and they know how to play this game, or they think they do.
Do we want to cut to the discovery here?
Yeah.
I think like as you two like we're to cut to the discovery, but as like the society intact, we see like there's like a jump cut or like there's like a zoom out from like a camera in the hallway,
Hmm.
that is
Mhm.
like viewing you two like going down the hall, and we see like a bunch of like CCTV screens on a wall, and like a big like high backed like swivel chair,
Mhm.
and a like a metal hand on like a resting on like a desk.
Yeah.
Mm. Can I make that worse?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That
So
high back chair is there. The TVs are here. There are also like to the sides a lower recess, and there are a score of other chairs and other screens. And the screens
Mm.
kind of sort of power up and sort of like a cocoon around these chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there are bodies in there. Um, and I kind of just want you to imagine like what if a nervous system was an exoskeleton?
uh-huh.
These people are just covered in wires, as well it looks like wires. It's actually closer to a kind of nervous tissue. These are axons and dendrites, and they're just like sort of like just covered in a kind of like a thick sheen of myelin, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the discovery here is that, so like how like blockchain crypto farms and how they're just like just rooms of servers, and they're just entirely dedicated to processing power.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
These
Yeah.
are mutant human computers using the bioelectricity of the human body to basically run. This facility is providing, I guess, electrical power or maybe even internet access, um, to another part of the society intact.
There is like a figure that is walking amongst these, essentially like these uh cocoons, almost like observing and monitoring like levels and readouts on screens. There, like, the figure can't really be seen, except like there's like a back glow from like the blue light of the screens. um and I think, like, is this the point where like you two wander in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, like, we get like we don't see the figure's face, but like their back is like facing the doorway, as like it opens up, and we see like the light pouring in from the hallway with like you two standing like in the doorway.
hmm
It's been a while since we've had visitors.
Do I recognize this voice?
I don't know if you do.
Okay.
I have an idea for this guy.
That's fair.
you have a name for him yet?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Hmm. Welcome.
Are we?
And the figure turns around, and lit up by like the blue light of the screens and like the soft fluorescence of like the overhead lights, um there is a sharply dressed like man in his like 50s, looks like thick white beard, um completely bald, up top, um and the entire like upper left hand portion of his face, from his left cheekbone up and over all the way back to his ear, is completely mechanical.
hmm
It has just been completely replaced with like cybernetics. Like, again, we're getting a description of an eye here. This except this is like integrated into his skull. This is not like a removable thing like Dusty's is.
Yeah.
um his like the
It's a
upper
permanent
left.
installation.
Yeah, it's a permanent installation, and it runs down his neck, presumably like to some sort of like mechanism that is attached to his spine. And in fact, like, we get like a shot from behind him, and we see like there are pins sticking out of like his suit, kind of like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock apparatus
Yeah,
hmm
thing. And he has like his hands behind his back, and we see like the one hand is like mechanical and the other hand is not. um that depends on what happens next. And the through a window at like the top of the room, one of the crow drones like flies in, and like lands on the man's shoulder. You may call me Odin.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Look, he brings Zelda to a table. Someone's gonna go ham. It's all right.
She's getting Norse. Her condition is Norsening.
It's fine.
Welcome to
I'll hack
Acer.
one of the eyeball birds. Are we welcome?
Again, I ask, what is it you plan to do?
Your boys are crashing my mode.
Respectfully, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Delicious. Good job.
You're chomping at the bandwidth for a good 1,200 clicks.
Oh, well, I didn't think anybody else was using it, to be fair.
Yeah, you're pumping out a lot of noise. Can't find a signal for shit.
And is that such a problem? It doesn't seem like most people need it anymore.
Yeah, well, I got shit to do.
This shit you need to do. As he like walks along and continues like taking readouts from like screens and monitors, just kind of like fully just like still acknowledging your presence, but like kind of like in a disinterested, almost like detached way. Just kind of like keeps on taking these readouts, and he just says, "And what is it exactly you get up to?"
Should be asking you the same thing since you don't have a fucking lake to drain to power this shit.
I think you'd be surprised what our friend the Atom can do.
Who the fuck is Adam?
My, you really have lost a lot in the fall, haven't you? My creators set me on a task to collect data. Everything you see here is the life's work of our founder and CEO, Damon Acer. I was one of his little pet projects. Like the word project like ringing in your ears, Cadenza. Like, and Odin continues by saying, you see, something that we realized is that in the grand scheme of rise and fall, decline and ascendance, there is but one constant. Time. Time is the end-all, be-all of everything. It is what comes to collect us in the end, and we are always borrowing it.
How much
And
time did
yet,
you take rehearsing that speech?
I've had a lot of time to think. All I do is think. Think about time, about how much of it I can collect, about how...
Is that what's taking up is that what's taking up all the bandwidth? Cadenza says bandwidth hesitantly, like, am I using the right term here? Because like digital realm is not their field of prowess.
Ah, I see. One of you is smart. Excellent. We may have use for someone like you.
A chain unfurls. It's not entirely clear if it is uncoiling in reverse or not. gravity kind of has a strange effect like that with the way chains look. Um, and it kind of appears to come from nowhere. But Cadenza holds it in a way that asserts, especially with the look on her face, the way Cadenza holds it asserts that she knows how to use it.
After all,
You are not
time
putting me to
seems.
work.
Is that so? Shame. With Balder dead and Fenrir released, it would appear that Ragnarok is once again upon us.
Not if I can help it. I turn to Gat and gesture at the server humans. Um,
I think you've overstayed your welcome.
Cadenza offers to reduce the processing power of the facility. Um,
And how exactly would you do that?
I have this regular move called stare into someone's eyes without blinking, which frankly means I was born to play this playbook. Use your psychic gifts with unexpected side effects. I don't know what to do with that yet, but I'm thinking about it.
As you think, I'm gonna announce a future threat.
Good.
Odin like presses a button on like an intercom box, and just says very just matter of factly, Valkyrie, you're needed in the data room.
Ooh, ooh, oof, oof. Hold on. You know what? Telekinesis isn't on my psychic gifts. It is not a list. It's not like I'd be picking a secret third one. Uh,
No,
I
moving things
would
through mind is an
love
unintended consequence.
yeah.
then.
Yeah, is
Uh,
there like an effect that like Dusty's experiencing here? Like what how
Yeah.
yeah, I think I would love to cut back to the workshop
Yeah.
and
Go for
yeah.
it.
Yes.
have that scene, seeing how the blood is flowing back into the microscope. I'd like to use one of those tokens to decipher the hidden logic of a troubling situation
Ooh.
and figure out that that means that now Dusty is probably now Gat is probably uh bleeding or hurt or somehow in trouble, and I like to try and pull Amber, who's probably still on the couch,
Huh?
uh
What?
eyes widening. um Amber, we're in
What?
trouble. Gat's in trouble.
Where did she go?
I'm not sure, but the blood, it'll make sense. We just need to go. Hurry.
All right, all right, all right. God, I'm too fucking high for this. Jesus.
I can't believe what's really funny is the tiger has a weak move called get high at the worst possible moment. Uh
And instead, our torch has done that.
uh-huh, uh-huh. You're not even getting a token for it. For being high at the worst possible moment. Delightful. We love this for you. Um,
I think Ember just says, "Come on, we need to check the wards." Um, and I think like Ember like goes to like the outskirts of the enclave with Dusty, like and we're like looking out like onto the wasteland here, and I think like we're looking at like one of the wards, um, and these wards are like essentially um like plinths made of like discarded masonry and rebar that have had like dozens and dozens of candles like melted over them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Puts
and
real new meaning to pillar candle.
like carved symbols like into the wax and stuff like that. And I think like we come to like the outskirts and we just see one of them in like broken shambles.
What does this mean? Ember?
It means that something can see us.
Woof.
Can you see it?
I can try. Um, I think I'm going to take the regular move, open your brain to the world's psychic maelstrom.
Go for it, babe.
Ooh.
Ember is going to take a like a ritual candle like out of her bag and lights it up and inhaling the smoke her eyes begin to glow as like she taps into the psychic maelstrom and just like there is like a wash of like orangish like tendrils like smoke emanating out from Ember, and I feel like Dusty can probably see this because like the
I
maelstrom.
would love to take your lure and participate in one of your rituals for the first time.
Absolutely.
How can I
Uh-huh.
help?
Breathe
I love women.
breathe with me. Breathe in time with the flicker of the flame.
Yeah, following the
And
instructions.
so we just start to like rhythmically like breathe in and out, the flame growing larger and taller, and the smoke like emanating out of the candle. And in the psychic maelstrom we follow the smoke as it like shoots out like a beacon towards um like cadenza and gat.
Mm-hmm.
um I'm going to use the strong move, psychically summon your followers. Um, and I'm gonna bring like Wick and Char and Finn like to the outskirts here.
Mm-hmm.
I need you three to bolster the wards. You all know the rituals. I trust that you have. I'm sorry I've been out of commission for the last couple of days, but I really need your help right now. Uh, the wards, they're weakening. They need to be strengthened, but Dusty and I need to go find Gat. Gat's in trouble, and if something is out there, it could easily get in here. We need to make sure that everyone here stays safe. Do not let anyone else in until we get back.
You should warn the box cutters. I'll tell your cult members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Dusty said. Tell the box cutters. And I think like Ember, uh, like they're like by the train station, which is like on the outskirts there,
Mm-hmm.
and underneath a tarp, Ember keeps her motorcycle like under a tarp,
All right.
um, like hidden behind like one of the train cars, and so sorry we don't have time. Kind of lost all of my helmets in the collapse. But I feel like worse things are happening right now. So just get on the back and we'll go. Uh, and I think we like rip off into the desert.
Mm-hmm. Do you think one of my eyes would be a bit lighter or different colored after that? Or do you think that's not enough and you have something different in mind?
I think like maybe there's like a glint
Mm.
like in your eye. I don't think like it's fully changed because
Mm-hmm.
I still think that like people need to participate in like the rites of passage in order
Yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah, for sure, for sure.
fully become like one with the flame. Um or to become one with the fire. And as we kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like your vision kind of like things feel like hazy
Mm-hmm.
as a result of this, like almost like you ever stepped into like a really like smoke filled room, or like a or like somebody's been burning incense. It's like that,
Yeah.
like all around.
Okay.
And so we are hurtling towards you.
Yeah, I think we cut back. What I want to draw attention to is the psychic maelstrom told me two things. One, that I could swallow their pain away, and two, that love is the only salvation. Um, and I think being a human server bank with your nerves on the outside of your body, to put it mildly, hurts. Uh,
Yes. Yeah. I'd imagine so.
Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense.
and I don't trust the motivations of any authority figures associated with this corporation.
What do you think is happening?
Here?
Or no, like I'm saying this to like Dusty as we're like
Oh,
on
okay,
the
that's fair.
back of my motorcycle.
Oh. I just know she got hurt. She she left so determined. I don't know. She always tries to fix things with her own hands.
Do you think Kat's with her? You don't think something happened with them, do you?
I can't be sure. You you were always more in tune with her. Can you feel it? You know, that sort of strange, weird thing she has around her.
I can't see it.
Is now a good time to use my psychic gifts with unexpected side effects and just the horizon expands far enough that you can see it from a distance in your mind's eye across the psychic
Wait,
maelstrom territory?
there, there, right there.
I
We're heading in the
couldn't
right
see that
direction.
before.
I
Huh.
have a vibe.
Okay.
Okay.
Because he broke up with you, it is not something that you can just sort of think back on and be like, oh yeah, no, I know this is how he makes me feel. So I can like I always know where he is. You have to think about how it used to make you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And in so doing, there is an echo. Just trying to
you
respect
used
the breaking, you know?
Yeah.
you used to
The
make me feel like you could hold the weight of all of my feeling.
I wonder why you can't anymore. I wonder why I don't make you feel that way anymore. Anyways, I think the expansion only lasts a little while, but it's long enough to give you a point on your compass to head towards. Um, and when the rubber band snaps back inward, um, not only have I swallowed the pain of everyone in the server bank room, all of their hearts stopped.
Mm.
The
I have
fuck are you doing?
what I was meant to do, and nothing more. Because even though I was created to be an inverse to the psychic maelstrom, the maelstrom communicates with me. The maelstrom has told me that I can help people. Like, I am not in opposition with the maelstrom. Um, at
Well, it
least
looks
Cadet
like I'm
doesn't want
going to
me.
have to find more employees. I see two perfectly good specimens in front of me, and his hand like expands slightly, like the joints separate a little bit and like crackles with electricity.
Oof. Oof. I Does it make sense here for Cad to try and protect Gat, or should I let Gat be Gat here?
Gat should be Gat here because I'm about to drop another cyberdyke into this world.
Okay.
Yeah! Here comes
as
Valkyrie.
as Valkyrie bursts through the ceiling, on wings of corrugated metal, and what we get is just her. I'm just thinking about the cinematography of the moment here, and it's just like a claw, just reaching. So now we have a
Her gender is also harpy.
yeah. So then we have two boss battles to deal with here.
Uh-huh. Yeah. At the very least, I can hold Odin off while you fight Valkyrie.
Mhm.
And that makes sense enough. But I want the camera to turn to Gat here. What does this look like?
This looks like a clawed hand around a neck, pushed against a wall.
Get Kabidon.
Exactly. To death even. No.
Not to death, eh?
um,
Ugh. Looking at strong. I love all those moves.
I'm also looking at that.
Strong moves are good.
Yeah. The tiger has such. Oh, the moves.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask, how can I get you to do what I want?
Oh.
Because this is a machine.
Mhm. Then you're
Um,
asking Valkyrie.
hmm
Yeah.
and that's kind of a conversation, and more it's less of a conversation and more of a I'm pulling my personal link out of my neck and plugging it directly into hers.
Yes. Hard link. Hard link. I
And
love that.
in a very intimate way, this is me looking at her from across the bar and liking her vibe a little bit.
You make me want to jack
Hey,
in.
you want to get dinner after this?
You're gorgeous and way too good for him.
Yes.
I say as
Yes.
lines of code run down my eyes, and I understand her
Ew.
firmware intimately.
Oh, delightful.
Damn. Oh, fuck.
You'll die in here, and there's plenty of sky for you to fly through.
I'm trying to think of like what the response is here.
Cadenza's chain clangs against one of the metallic pieces on Odin's body as they continue struggling
Mm-hmm.
in the background. Just a little flavor for you.
There's like a zap, like a Tesla coil firing.
Oh yeah. Cadenza takes it without a flinch. How do you think they were programmed?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wait, are there are you a robot? Are you a
No,
robot?
no, I meant like shock treatment
Oh
conditioning.
no, you were okay. Oh, I
Yeah,
see. I see.
I'm going
That's what
Pavlov
you were
here.
implying.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
No. Cadenza's weak in the Cadenza does not have synth if this were the sprawl. Um no. Uh no. Cadenza was
Mm-hmm.
designed specifically with the maelstrom in mind. Um they are a stark contrast to what Valkyrie was. There's a lot more
Yeah.
flesh and blood back on the
I think in this
place they
moment,
came
like
from.
Valkyrie does the like Ridley from Metroid thing of like picking Gat up and um like dragging her against the wall. Um So like what does Gat do in this like moment where it's like you can feel like your back like raking against like the against like the wires and like outcroppings of the wall, as you're just kind of being like shaken around like a rag doll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my strong move here to lead my gang into battle or confrontation.
Delightful.
Because I'm hardline directed and connected into her, um, I'm able to
Do
sort of
you
send.
just ping your server?
I do ping the server. I ping my safe house within the digital realm,
Oh,
um,
sick.
which tells which
Hell
like sort
yeah.
of it sparks up a lighthouse within the digital realm that tells them exactly where I am, which will allow them to dive into the digital realm and hack Valkyrie remotely.
Subdue
Um,
that enemy.
mhm.
Rip and
which
tear.
which will basically, yeah, it's gonna
Which one of your gang members executes the code?
Tiny.
Tiny? Oh yeah, the tall one.
Tiny, who's the tallest one. Yes.
Yeah.
So those were your 2 strong tokens, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm
I'm
just
out
trying to
of
keep track.
Tokonathans.
That's fine. I'll spend some to help you if we need to.
Thank you.
Besides, I have a weak move that'll be really fun.
And Dusty and I have tokens to spend when we get here.
Yeah, swimming in tokens. Um,
Listen, sometimes you gotta break up in order to save you later.
yeah. I gotta break up to make up, right?
Mhm.
You get a new perspective. Uh, or not. Um, Cadenza, what have we got here? How are we gonna obliterate?
And so that
All
hack
right.
will allow her to will basically just like quick release her hand around my neck basically. And so
Mhm.
I'll be able to drop.
Yeah. Get free. Squirm. Do we want to cut away from that fight now?
Yeah.
I have a beat. Okay. I have this
I
weak
think
move.
yeah.
Um, it's called Experience Psychic Flashbacks. I'm gonna keep it fairly brief, but I have a question for you, Zelda, since you've
Yeah?
structured Aesir for us.
Uh-huh.
Was it Fenrir or someone else who is in charge of my facility?
Um I think Fenrir was another project.
Hmm. That makes sense.
I think the administrator in charge of your facility um was like under a different code name.
Hmm.
Um Probably, if we're being like super on the nose about it, it's probably like Loki or something like that. Um
Loki's a trickster. Loki changes sides. I think it fits thematically.
yeah.
The only other person I can think of would be like somebody with Dream or like music. So like no, Loki works. Um, but there is a flashback of a very small cadenza with dark hair and strikingly pale, almost glowing gray eyes. Um, all those freckles on their face. Um, and a person who, at least in uniform, resembles Odin, but this is Loki. There is a hand on Cadenza's shoulder, and they're speaking in a low, not hypnotic, but the way that you speak when you're trying, like the low, friendly
Hmm.
way you talk to kids. But that weirdly authoritative, like, don't mind me. I'm in my sheep's clothing. I'm a very non-threatening human adult. Uh,
How do you do, child?
yeah. It doesn't necessarily clock to cadenza, but the camera is like, oh, what is your deal, guy? Um, and Loki instructs Cadenza to close their eyes and reach out. And I think then we cut back to the present.
Yeah.
Because all I can think of is like shutting out the lights, and I'm like, no, that's not a vibe. Uh, um, I think I'm just hinting at quietly gather clues or information here because like I think it was a memory game. It's like what's on the table. Tell me everything you could remember here.
I think like you kind of get the idea of like what Aesir was trying to do here.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of like data farming, this like blockchain nonsense that they're doing, like and like in a like a mythological sense, it is serendipitous, given that they named the administrator of this building Odin.
Mm-hmm.
That like there's like an aspect of surveillance here, except
Mm-hmm.
what they're trying to survey is time. They're
Mm-hmm.
like I think it clicks for you in this moment of like all of like the failed readings coming up, and you start to like realize what these like readings are trying to like put out.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the idea that like what these people were researching was the idea of like, can we reverse this?
Mm-hmm.
Can we like literally reverse this? Can we find a way to literally turn back the clock? Or access a timeline in which like there's like a bit of like parallel dimension kind of like quantum physics
Uh-huh.
kind of nonsense going on here. Um, and it's
Harnessing the
like,
power of
well,
AI to return to 2019.
oh God.
Get back to
Um,
normal, 2020.
but it's like the hubris of it's like the hubris of that idea of like
Mm-hmm.
controlling the past so that we can affect the present and change the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
um Even though you can't do that, you just like you can't go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
um
You can't go home. Um,
some real like I have seen the stars and they will not save us kind of bullshit.
oh yeah.
um
Yeah. I'm going to ask Odin, what do you wish I would do next?
oh, is this one of your moves?
Yeah. And
What do you
my shield expands. It is like enveloping. It is like an embrace. Um, if we were to animate that visually, it would be something someone could compare to just like the like black wings of an angel, like enveloping them in a cocoon, incredibly overdramatic, but like it feels like that.
I think
It's
what
a
he
gentle
wishes.
hold, and I'm listening in
Yeah.
the silence.
What he wishes you would do next is uh, submit under pressure. As he kind of like clamps down on you with the mechanical arm, and you feel like its weight and its grip as it sends like a pulsing shockwave through your whole body,
Uh-huh.
in an effort to like essentially like hotwire your brain.
Mm-hmm. I don't have to delete that token. I'm going to put another one right back, and use the weak move, cave to someone else's desires. Sometimes your
Oh,
conditioning gets the better of you. And all I can do is hope that Gat, uh, or Ember and Dusty can get me out of this.
I think like
Uh, I,
before we cut, we see his other hand reach for like one of the spinal attachments to one of the people you killed.
yeah. And
Nice.
Kazenda's chain drops to the ground with like a clattering clink.
Hey, Gat, what you doing? Uh, or do Dusty and Ember show up at this
I
point?
think now
Do
is a
we
great
think?
time. This now is a dramatically appropriate moment for the two of them to show up, I think.
So like we like Alice, we like roll up on the compound, right? Like,
Raining,
uh,
pouring for us.
yeah. Do we think have the box cutters joined us? Have we been like riding along and like the box cutters are like flanking us on like either side?
And their cool motorcycles? That's
Yeah,
fun.
or whatever, the four-wheelers, ATVs, dune buggies, whatever they got.
I think so. But you know what I think you're right up on?
What?
The campus is littered with the dead bodies of ravens.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh yeah, I did kind of kill the network.
yeah, you kind of killed the network. On the bright side, now the box cutters can like use the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, we've got bandwidth galore. We've got the lock that shit down.
We've got so much dedicated WAM. We've got
Yeah, we
um
can trade that in spades with local gangs. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
yeah, I think like Ember's like, you're like kind of techie, right? Or, like, you know how things work. Can you get us in?
Oh, I'm sorry about the traps in advance.
We're at the gate or the door of the facility now?
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-huh.
Like I think the box cutters are like standing around just like, what do we chop liver? Like kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
I think
think picking up the society intact real quick, I think the traps were on a local network rather than the big server bank that I crashed.
Oh, damn it.
But you have the box cutters. It's still
We
a
do have the box.
network.
Mm-hmm.
And while most of them are going, what are we, chopped liver? Someone probably finds like a USB charging port. Like you know
I do
how
have a move
modern
for
plugins have plugins and
Oh, you
USBs?
have a move for this?
I
Oh, go
do.
ahead,
What
Alex.
do you? Yeah, what do you do, Dusty?
Yeah, I have a strong move to jury rig a temporary solution while under.
Oh,
Yes,
I
yes,
think
perfect.
what
very
I do
good.
is I plug out my eye.
You making a hotspot?
The imagery here is so good.
Yeah, Tom, the eye socket putting out there. I think at the other end, I can keep pulling it out. It has a wire I can connect to the facility.
Mm-hmm.
And the eye's pupils dart around as if it's reading something, and the door open.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. Sounds great. We
Well,
love talented,
we're in
competent
there.
characters.
We have to go now. I'm not sure how much longer this will last.
All right. You heard her. We gotta move. I think we like rush. Like we get like a cut, but to like we keep getting like cuts between like Gat fighting with Valkyrie, and like the crew like disarming the booby traps in the hallways as like they're like we're like making our way to your rescue. Um, I am going to. I think here what I'm going to do is I have a weak move that is um threaten someone or something far too powerful.
Oh,
Oh, are you
yeah.
about to get
Um
Galadriel up in here?
Excellent, excellent.
I think like the door opens and like Cadenza's being like put into the chair to like be hooked up back into the system to like get it back up and running again. And Ember like shouts at Odin, "Get your hands off my girlfriend, you sick freak!"
Cadenza's fully dissociating right now, so yeah.
And then Ember immediately is just like, Oh fuck! Did I really just say that? We just broke up. That's weird. She's gonna think I'm weird. She's gonna think like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna take another token here because of that weak move.
Or what? Odin says.
What? Or do you find out what happens when fire meets firewall?
I think Odin just laughs, like, hubris, buddy.
Okay.
Aw.
I have a regular move.
Yeah.
Take action, leaving yourself vulnerable.
Good, good. We love that move.
I pull another pouch out of my bag. And this one has a label on the side, hastily written in Sharpie, that says, danger, highly flammable.
Flashback to Gat going, does this explode?
Yep.
And what Ember has is a sack full of iron oxide, commonly known as thermite.
Just casually. Just girl things.
Listen, sometimes you include pyrotechnics in your cult church services. And I think
Zutako would like to point out it's only thermite when it's mixed with aluminum.
All right, there's aluminum in there. Cool. Thank you, Zutaka, for keeping me honest.
Keeping our world grounded.
Keeping our world
grounded.
And she takes a lighter and she lights the drawstring on the back like a wick and throws it like a fucking grenade at Odin.
Thermitov cocktail behavior.
I think the leaving myself vulnerable is now Valkyrie has also noticed me.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to like drop Gat into me probably.
Oh yeah,
or just try and smash the two of us
grenade.
together. Yeah. And so like Valkyrie is like dive bombing like Dusty and I like a falcon.
Turns you into the nearest long range weapon. Ugh. At least it's not tearing off your arm to beat you with your own arm. All right.
I will use a regular move to tenderly care for someone, as I pick up Cadenz's chain, and use it to strangle Valkyrie to keep her from trying to kill Ember.
I love the interpretation of that move. You make such a good tiger. Good job. Thank you for that.
And I'm going. The only person to give her a hard time is me.
Yes. Excellent.
So the thermite like hurls through the air, and like basically like gets all in the cracks and crevices of like Odin's mechanical bits. As like the fire like kind of catches on his suit. And I don't know if any of you have like ever seen thermite burn, or what it looks like
Only
when
in
thermite
TV.
burns. It is like it's really fucking hot.
Yeah. It's the stuff they use to melt hard drives, etc. Yeah.
So like not to get too like graphic here, but like like his skin is like peeling away, like at the edges of like his mechanical bits, and
Mhm.
like dude is on fire,
Mhm.
literally.
Gat, where's your gun?
Oh, that's a great question. I think when I got thrown around like a hacky sack, I think I dropped it.
I'm looking at this move under the outlying gangs called "Put a gun
Put
in
a gun in
someone's
someone's
hand."
hand.
And I think with my friends returned, Amber in danger, and a gun on the floor, the camera shows Cadenza's hand, picking up Gat's gun. Being on fire doesn't mean you're dead. Um,
Metal as fuck.
Yeah. It is such a sentence. Cadenza walks up, puts the muzzle of the gun against Odin's forehead, and I think it's a threat here. I don't know if Cadenza's willing to go through with it or has what is needed yet. That's a question. Hold on. Okay, that sneeze didn't happen. Sorry, guys. It might
False alarm. Everyone back to
sneak up
work.
on me later. I'm apologizing in advance because I sneeze really loud. I don't want to blow out anyone's ears. It should be fine. Crisp is very helpful, but I'm doing my best to warn y'all because that's what colds do to me. Yeah, no, you haven't used a weak move yet. Okay. Because the only person with a move that specifically says kill someone is the tiger, and I kind of want to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think I think there's something to the power of like, no, that's my job. But no, yeah, I think we're just gonna lean into this here. Cadenza's hand is shaking.
Odin growls through the pain. Do it. You don't have the gall.
I don't want to. I shouldn't have to have the gall. You should have left us alone. I shouldn't exist.
Not my call. Ugh! I
Everyone
didn't
has a
ask for
choice.
this either.
But you sure love the power you found.
It has its advantages.
Where's Gad?
I'm still sort of tussling with I'm kind of sort of stuck between two things now. Because I'm
That's
looking at you
fair.
having this conversation. I'm like, are you about to get palpatined right now? Are you about to go to the dark side right now? And then I'm also trying to keep a, super cool cyberdyke angel at bay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you, but
Is
I'm looking at
Dusty with us? Or is Dusty still in the lobby holding off?
No, yeah. I think my
Okay.
eye's still there, but I'm here.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have moves to helping people afterwards, but I don't think anyone's hurt right now.
Dusty's just sort of like,
you do have a regular move called Appeal to Justice and Reason. You have the move everyone's got about taking action and the maelstrom. Just what's coming out to me here. Yeah.
or Dusty could head out to scavenger barter for some.
Oh, you know what, friends, I'm going to cheat.
What?
Huh?
I'm going to cheat because I realized what I was doing. So technically, I have spent both tokens already, but then I've realized that what I was actually trying to do when I
Look,
was
we can
first trying to
renegotiate token math.
yeah, I want to renegotiate this because at first I thought I was spending a token to do the strong move, which was asking how can I get you to do what I want when trying to sort of get Valkyrie to do a face turn.
That was how are you vulnerable to me, wasn't it?
No, it's one of my regular moves, which is attempt to recruit someone into my service.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you were like, I'm gonna hack you. You have freedom. No, that was absolutely yes. No, no arguments there, champ.
You know what I mean? So I think I should get a token back.
No, yeah, take that token.
And then I will
because
use that token
literally
to kill
fits in the
someone.
dialogue you were using.
Yeah, I will use that token to kill someone because I think we have success. I think the hack goes through, and I think Valkyrie
goes limp.
Yeah, so it's like sort of sparking and stuff like that, and so she's taken care of.
She's
And
subdued.
She's subdued, yeah, and I see you hesitate.
Mhm.
And there's this great bit in NBC Hannibal where Will is about to shoot someone, and Hannibal positions his hands around the revolver in such a way that his thumb catches on the hammer,
Mm.
Oh,
and he's able to disarm Will from making a
Mhm.
decision. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this is a similar moment here.
Mhm. Absolutely. The floor has been open for you to take the gun from my hand and do whatever with it. So yeah.
Doesn't look good on you. Oh no, she doesn't say that.
She should. That's a good line.
It is, you know, it is a good line, but I think there's a better one.
Mhm.
I think that's mine.
Uh, I am like I understand what Cadenza's trying to express here, but I don't have the words for just like like it's whatever it is. It's an expression of like, yeah, you're in charge here. This is your territory. This is your department basically. But a better phrase that might come to me later, or I might not. But the point is, it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
I have a way in for this for you.
delightful.
Here's your first order. Stand down.
Sure thing, Captain. There is relief in Cadenza's voice. He probably would have done it, but it goes against what Cadenza feels like she's made for.
You're not made for this kind of silence.
No, I'm not.
You take the pain away, you don't give it.
what I do. And Odin.
All right, no, that's
uh,
perfect. That's perfect.
uh, I think what Odin does in this moment is
You caught us
grabs
dialoguing.
You sly
grabs
dog! You caught me dialoguing.
You caught us
Odin
dialoguing.
grabs Gat
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and sends like a big electric shock like running through her body.
Is it Gad or is it Cadenza? Because she's
Oh, it's
proved herself to be vulnerable.
No, it's Gat because like Gat's too busy like seeing to you,
Ah, no, that's fair.
and you're too weak to do anything to stop him.
No, yeah, I've been disregarded at this point because I already caved. No, that makes sense. No, that correct. Sure thing, Captain.
Okay.
You got something, Alice?
I do. I think I
Hell yeah.
actually do know how to use one of my moves to harm this guy.
Delightful.
Because I have a weak move actually that is take something crucial to repurpose its parts. And I
Yeah.
think this guy's mostly parts.
Yeah!
Yes. Hot.
Go Dusty, go!
I love characters who can take things apart.
Yeah. So I think I see him like taking this moment of vulnerability and going to attack friends. And the part that I do kind of want to repurpose and that I have like a place to put in right now is his eye.
Yeah! Yes!
For
What do
someone
you do with
who
it?
so often takes their own eye out, this is
Yeah,
remarkably
I've been
resonant.
practicing. So I think I'm actually gonna gain a token to do this.
Hell yeah. Love that. I love the I I'm I feel like the token is like removing the parts from him. Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
somehow.
I love take something apart being a weak move, tenderly cares for someone by wrapping your comrade's chain around a enemy to back up another comrade.
Listen,
It's great.
Dream Askew is a
It's a good
great
game.
game.
Good
I,
game.
I think we're really delivering on the unspoken fealty here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um sometimes I have to point at things and I'm like, this is just gonna happen anyways. These are the things I don't have to think about because they're my themes.
I feel like this cybernetic was what was keeping his brain running for this long.
Oh yeah.
Like he's definitely older than he looks. And like I think Dusty is the one to like deal that, I guess, final blow, so to speak.
Yeah.
You're like essentially removing, like, if this is like Fallout, you're like removing his fusion core. You're like,
Yeah.
like you like plucked out like his power source.
You've just uninstalled the ventilation device.
And like he like clatters to the ground like a pile of charred flesh and molten iron slag.
I love how we got Gat's token back and then Gat didn't get to spend it. That's beautiful. I still think it makes plenty of
We
sense
still
here.
have an hour.
Oh yeah. We can do so much.
We could, like, listen, the way I've been viewing this is like set up mission downtime.
Oh yeah. I'm so ready for downtime. This is the first time I've ever played a mission in one session. I can't believe I'm winning at Dream Askew.
Eat your heart out, John Harper. We did it without any dice or
40
blocks.
40-minute score. How about 3-hour Bob session?
Yeah. Excuse you, it's a 4-hour session, 3-hour mission.
It is 4, yes.
Actually, it's a 2-hour mission because the first hour was just introduction.
The first hour was setup, yeah.
Yeah, we were laying out all our stuff.
Nothing about this dream has been idle, let me tell you.
Exactly.
It's been a very active, lucid dream.
Ember, I want to draw attention here because now that the tension is broken and Odin is over and the Valkyrie has been subdued to be imprisoned or won over. What do you do? Person who opened their foray into this fight with "Get your hands off my girlfriend."
I think Ember, like, Ember runs to you. And I'm going to use one of my tokens for a strong move.
Okay.
And I am going to soothe someone's pain or duress.
And tables have tabled.
Damn.
Someone doing for me what I do for everybody.
Aww.
Themes are theming, y'all.
I think like Ember grabs you and pulls you into an embrace.
Oh, I melt into that. Cadenza's wiped. On so many levels.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I'm glad I got here in time.
I don't think Z's crying, but it looks like they could at any moment. It's not like they're holding on, it's just there's a fragility here.
She cups her face in like her hand, like cradling like his cradling his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever scare me like that again.
I think Cadenza lets out a little laugh, and it echoes back to our first conversation earlier. It's the same little, like, it's the same thing, and it's just like, I make no promises.
I think there's
a lot you don't know yet.
Ember says to Cadenza, I told you once that your eyes looked hollow. And I was wrong. And Ember says, they're not hollow. They're full of space.
Cadenza nods. Like, there's a gratitude there. Like, you get it. I hoped you would. Yeah.
I think the mother was testing me.
I think Cadenza leans forward, her forehead pressing against yours, just like leaving space for that. All right, where do we want to go next? Home? Or is there more to this scene? Sorry.
I don't think there's more to this scene, no.
Okay.
But like,
I didn't want to like overly sweep, but yeah.
Would you like me to punctuate it with something funny?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely. That's so
Great.
funny.
Cat's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking vomit. Get a fucking room.
Shut up, Matthew.
You don't get to call me that.
Can I?
Well,
I'll think about it.
Cadenza smiles. It's like a soft thing, but it's Cadenza usually has like small private smiles,
Marigold
but
in the
bigger
chat
this time.
says, "Mommy, may I?"
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Look. Cadenza's capable, but Cadenza absolutely has parent issues of all flavors. I was born in a test tube, guys.
Yeah, they'll do that to you.
Yeah. Do we
I
want
came
to
out of the
cut back
tank.
to the enclave?
Yeah. That makes sense.
What does this next scene look like? Are we all here, or is this like separate scenes?
I
Did
have
we
a pitch.
deal with the Valkyrie?
Do we bring her back with us?
Yeah. I think she's existing as tentative, like prisoner and tentative recruit. With how we
I
framed
definitely
it.
don't think the enclave like uses like the language of like she's our prisoner kind of thing. Because I think like we're living in that kind of like anarchist enclave sort of thing. So we're like, abolish the prison system kind of like motherfuckers. So it's like
there's also a level of protection because we have just destroyed the organization, or at least
we're
like the outpost.
We're vetting her.
We're vetting her, and we have also like there's a level of protection because we destroyed the outpost that Valkyrie was part of, and that probably leaves Valkyrie vulnerable in a way. They have no community. Mm-hmm. We kind of blew it up.
And so we are kind of like extending a hand to her while also like simultaneously making sure that we're safe.
Yeah. Before we get to Valkyrie, I have a pitch for a scene that everyone's in.
Absolutely.
If you guys agree.
Love that.
Do we open on the Bacchanal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a couple days later, and it's Sunday again, so it's like it's Bacchanal time. How do I describe the Bacchanal?
You lay the scene, and then I'll tell you where I'm at in it.
On your bingo cards, if any of y'all have Too Hot for TV, that's gonna apply to this scene. Because as I mentioned before, Ember's cult is a hedonistic cult. So like this Bacchanal is like, well, I mean, it's kind of one part feast, one part play party, one part like queer social. Like, it's like there's something for everybody here. Like spaces are set aside, and like basically like Ember's followers and devotees like kind of like watch over the Bacchanal to like make sure that like everybody's playing along nice, and like everybody's operating under established like rules and guidelines, like like consent is important, all these sorts of different things. And also just managing, I feel like part of this is like the management of resources, because like this is like a hedonism cult, but like we're also living in a world where there are scarcities, and like what does that look like when we utilize our resources to indulge. And so like I bet like some careful planning probably goes into this sort of thing to make it something that like everyone can enjoy to the fullest extent without draining our enclave's resources. That being said, Ember is in like full regalia. Just like I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but like it
But
just
Zelda, would you describe it as a fancy outfit?
I would describe it as a very fancy outfit.
Okay. Excellent.
The transgressing goddess of a cult of orgiastic ecstasy. Of course it's fancy.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
super fancy.
I think Cadenza is in like a corner booth or like the outdoor equivalent, depending on like it probably is both indoor and outdoor. Probably is like a sprawling
Oh
affair.
yeah. hmm
Cadenza
It's
is
probably like in the quote unquote like town square of the enclave.
yeah. Cadenza is at the fringes, um, and in part of her radius, there are people who were like using it as the quiet space to like decompress, and then there are people who were just like, no, I want to feel it like just you and me, nothing else. There is
Private time.
absolutely space for people who just I want to
Steal
listen to
time
the quiet.
together.
Yeah, yeah, steal time together. It's just you and me, nothing more.
hmm I want each of you to take a token. Or no.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
Dusty can't.
participating in your
Dusty.
rituals for the first time.
Dusty can't because
I
they
already took
already
a token for
took
those,
one
yeah.
for the previous ritual. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. If Gat is here and participating,
Oh,
for
I'm
the
she
here.
can
first
take a
time.
token.
I'm totally here.
Excellent.
Delightful.
Yay! Everybody finally came to church. Yay!
Gat and a couple of box cutters are hooking up the sound system.
That was not how I thought that sentence would finish.
I thought that sentence was gonna cut off at hooking up.
Are you going to yet again in the Dream Askew scene get on stage?
Oh my god.
They have a band? Are the box cutters also banned?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sick.
Absolutely. They have to be. I
What's your
decree it.
genre? Are you a bluegrass band?
Are we a bluegrass band?
This is a joke about my a running joke I had during Beam Saber on Friday. Feel free to disregard. Um,
Shout out to the Beam Saber crew.
yeah, it was a great time. Everyone go check out the VOD when it hits YouTube.
We are a shoegaze band.
Ah, yes. That sounds right.
Yes.
Fugazi.
The perfect music for the apocalypse.
Mhm.
But we are doing some extra, like slowed down, sludgy, distorted things for your weird orgy stuff.
As you should.
I don't immediately know what shoegaze is. I've probably heard shoegaze. Uh, this is also B. I'm like, oh, I like this band, this vibe of bands. Let me look one of them up and be like, okay, that is blues rock. I'm correct.
Slow dive, and
Ah,
I'm probably, I don't think Joy Division is, but it may be.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Sick.
I think the one thing that's most noticeable about Dusty here is that her hair has changed because it's now in full bloom. So instead of
Oh,
leafy, it's just
Yay.
white flowers. It has gone blonde.
oh, that's fun.
That's
Yeah.
so pretty.
Oh,
If you
on the
are allergic
NPC
to pollen, you will sneeze though.
I think
Rip.
Ember sees you from like across the room and is just sort of like, I love what you're doing with your hair.
Oh, thank you. I'm not really doing anything about it. Just the timing worked out.
Suppose it did.
Meanwhile, in contrast, Poppy's hair is bright yellow, because they're a dandelion kid. And I think uh Poppy actually flounces up, and it's interesting to see the void within the void when they enter Cadenza's space. I don't think it's a huge change, but like it's a palpable shift, like as they can feel Poppy moving through Cadenza's much larger field. And they're just catching up. Does anyone else want to do anything here?
I mean, like Ember's definitely going to find you at some point.
Okay, fair.
But I want to leave space for like other things to happen.
That makes sense. Hey, Gat, you've managed to hold on to your secret. Good job. How long is that gonna last?
I have no idea. But actually, I think there might be a Dusty scene here.
Yeah.
I've noticed something.
Yeah.
So I was like electrocuted like a bunch today, and I've noticed.
And Gat's discovered that she likes that.
This is true. But also, I don't have electrical burns on me. What I've noticed instead,
stone.
well, not yeah, that's right. I don't have burns so much as I have Lichtenberg scarring.
Yes.
And there is parts
I
of my
call it
body,
all time.
and they're moving.
Oh,
they're kind of moving like fractal patterns almost.
Oh, you're a live wire.
Does it look kind of like marble veins under the stone texture?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Sick.
Yeah. So there's a knock on the door.
Come on in.
Hey, Doc, I think I'm fucked up.
You get too high again?
Chuckle from Dusty. I'm sure you're fine. Come on. What's the matter?
Just take a look, and I show you the back of my hand. And there's sort of a spiral of Lichtenberg scarring that's beginning to sort of like blossom.
Thumb running over the patterns.
Oh,
You shiver?
I'm leaning into that touch without realizing that I am.
Oh.
It doesn't feel like there is anything underneath your skin. But
Where else do you palpitate?
Palpate?
Palpate.
Palpitations happen inside your heart. And that shouldn't be happening.
Oh, you never know.
Or during the Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
Get palpitated. Are you gonna turn to the other side, Cadenza?
Like says in the chat, Palpitate is that dude from Star Wars.
My favorite part is where Cadenza got up from that chair and then corkscrewed through the air. That's just like...
Oh gosh.
Oh, yo! Also in the chat, fucking Dusty's about to turn that shit into mycelium.
Oh my god.
Can you mutate someone voluntarily?
Ooh.
Cadenza created someone. What's to say that Dusty can't propagate?
Can I grab the earth itself here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's like pick up when you want to describe weather, mutation, beasts, or the natural world.
Oh, it's wonderful.
What if this is like, what if a seed has been planted, so to speak? Like I've been thinking of like Gat as like
a spore, if you will,
like stone, like concrete, and so like flowers pushing up through cracked sidewalks. Like, is there like a growth here as like Dusty interacts with Gat in this way?
Lichen is another thing that grows on surfaces and stones.
Bioluminescent lichen.
Oh.
Bioluminescence is so expensive in terms of cellular energy.
She has been being shocked a lot, so that's a lot of energy.
Yes, you are I'm now thinking that Tumblr post where it's like, oh yeah, the week after I accidentally electrocuted myself was one of the most productive weeks of my life. Yeah, yeah. Dusty
In
makes a
that
great counter
case,
argument for why it can be bioluminescent.
I do like bioluminescent, and I like an excuse to turn down the lights.
I was about to say, like, is this the part where you get to touch me in the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, and yeah, it's like, is it glowing? And it's like, hold on, let me turn down the lights and we can find out.
Yeah, let me toss it to
Yeah,
you
so
real
this
quick.
is the move reveal in abundance or serenity. So
Uh-huh.
what do you do?
Yeah. Matthew. Gulp.
Or Dusty.
Yeah.
Either one could make the move here. I'm waiting with popcorn.
If you want, we can have Amber crash the party on you. But I
I'm
think
not
something
gonna do
could happen
that.
here. That's fair.
I mean, I'll take a token and reveal a secret vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turned into Randy Savage for a second there.
Ooh,
Sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes we're possessed by the Kool-Aid man.
that's right.
Cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop. Can't do this to me, man. My father introduced me to that character, and I'm like, oh man. He has his Macho Man voice too.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like everyone does, deep down.
Deep down.
Deep dish.
Steakhouse.
Yes, very good. So yeah, the lights come down and you're palpating me. And I say, your hands are soft.
Yeah. I don't think it's really needed, but I do think it's funny if I use the strong move, decipher the hidden logic of a troubling situation to figure out that you like me.
So basically wherever you touch, the lichen glows brighter, which is supposed to indicate to you that I am blushing. It is a flush response.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think hands go up, touching your arms as it starts to glow, then your neck, and then holding your head, your cheeks.
My breath hitches when you touch my neck.
Wings in.
I should get hurt more often.
I very much prefer if you didn't. You don't need
Doctor's orders.
excuses. You come see me.
So you want me around more often?
I do.
Great. I was thinking of stopping by more.
Yeah, we can maybe have dinner together. Somewhere else.
So not Esme's.
No, I can't go to the back there. You know that.
So are you free later?
I'm free now.
Would you look at that? My schedule just cleared up. This is the part where I clear stuff off this lab table and then we have sex right here in the workshop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Music swells. We get like the sound of like clattering lab equipment like falling to the floor as the screen like cuts to black.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Oh
still a bit of a
no.
live. I'm still a bit of a live
If I
wire
wasn't
spark.
overheated already because of my cold, I would be now.
Damn.
Yeah, because I'm still a bit of a conductive element. I think the lights flicker so we get like bits of their intimacy, but not all of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. That's a great
That's
vibe right
great.
there.
Yeah. I hope it didn't break any of the equipment. I did pay a lot of money to Asme for that. But
Well,
yeah,
it'll give
mother
Gat an excuse to come over and help.
Mm-hmm.
An Erlenmeyer flask like rings across the ground.
I'll help you fix it. Carries on.
It's fucking Sam from Hole's voice. I can
Oh
fix
yeah.
god. Oh god.
All right, yeah. Is that a fight of black?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Sunny D, I have one now.
Yay! Yeah, no, I think like this is like a continuation of the Bacchanal. That is kind of like going on. I feel like the backdrop for like this day is like this is an all-day affair.
Oh yeah.
And so like, obviously like this is a scene where like Dusty and Gat are like stealing some time together. All that sort of thing. And I think like after an all-day affair. Uh-huh.
Afternoon delight.
Do with that what you will. Um and I think there's a point where Ember like gets up on the stage because like Gat's busy obviously, so the band's not playing.
Yeah, they're taking a break.
And yeah, so Ember gets up on stage while like everyone's kind of like milling about and like doing whatever. Um, a blessing, if you'll take it. A psalm for the house of wax. Mother of wax, mold this vessel to its fullest potential. Take that which we see and mold us into your image, ever changing, ever bettering, until our reflection is what it always ought to be. Warm our bones by your divine flame, that we may be strengthened by your loving embrace. Show others the light and the warmth that you have given us this day. Light a beacon so that those who wander are no longer lost. Bring them home to us, Mother of Wax, so they too can warm their bones and shape their forms to something they truly desire. Thank you for attending. As always, remember that food and refreshments are in limited quantities.
Indulge responsibly.
Please. We cannot clean the vomitorium again.
We are out of mobs.
10 out of 10. Good job, Ember.
And I think Ember like hops down off stage and like kind of like gently like pats on the shoulder. Like I think like her followers are engaging.
You just make your way
Um,
through the crowd doing little touches and blessings.
yes, like very
Benevolence
very
is
much like walking amongst your disciples, like sort of deal. It's like, oh look, everyone's
benedictions.
worshiping,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
giving benedictions or whatever, and then she comes to like the quiet space, and there's like a wave of warmth that like washes over this space, like a warm wind that gives way to like a cool settling air, which is kind of like filled in by your presence, I think, Cadenza.
Yeah.
um
I soak up your heat as willingly as I soak up other people's pain and guilt. It is a welcome warmth.
I think she like kind of like bubbly like steps over and like sits down next to you. How was it?
I wasn't as I didn't cause quite the disturbance that I expected. Like of course there are some people probably on the other side of like the town square just like side eye and like avoiding cadenza, but like that's a community.
Yeah,
Not
it's a
everyone's gonna be
community.
with everybody.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks.
hmm We know some good ones. Uh,
We sure do. um I think I'm going to use a regular move here.
Okay.
I'm going to ask, how could I deepen your sense of belonging and purpose in this place?
Oh, it's a big question.
And I think Ember says, so I understand that, after everything that we talked about and what happened at Acer, we maybe need to talk some more, but I figured now's as good a time as any. I'm sorry for the things that I said to you. I said them out of anger and frustration.
Maybe a little fear.
More than a little. And I realized that my fear was unhealthy. And I'm sorry that I tried to control you.
It's okay, because I didn't let you, and now you understand.
I think now more than ever, I understand completely.
I still
Do we
don't think
want to?
I'm.
Oh no, sorry. You go.
I still don't
I
think
think she says that in
I'm.
character.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, that makes sense. I still don't think I'm meant for the rights, but I still want to be at your side if you'll have me.
I'm gonna spend a token here to do a strong move. Um, and I am
Incite
going
your followers into
to.
violent attack.
Yeah!
I'm kidding.
Surprise ambush! No,
Kill Cadenza.
I'm going to ask, what is your greatest fear?
That my truth and purpose will prevent me from having a home. Um, I think what this kind of looks like is Cadenza being like, I'm afraid that if you knew me, if they knew everything there is to know, I wouldn't be welcome anymore. I mean you no harm.
Ember just like looks at you deep into your eyes. She's like one of those people who like actually looks at you instead of looking through you. And she just says, need I remind you that we brought Valkyrie back? I don't think there's anything that you can say right now that would make me think that you wouldn't belong here. I think something that you maybe don't realize, Cadenza, is that what I figured out back there in that data room is that we're two sides of the same coin. In the end, what we both want is belonging. For you, it's space, a respite, the opportunity to rest, to let the body recover and the mind heal. We have a storm surrounding us, and you are its eye. Even now, I feel a calmness that I don't think I've felt my whole life. My fears and my worries, they they melt away when I'm close to you. And I think just as I provide warmth and embrace and intimacy, you too provide that in your own way. I think we're more alike than you and I ever gave ourselves credit for.
I think Cadenza nods at this.
So I will never ask you to join me in the rites, because I recognize that not everyone is going to follow this path. But I'm here to be a guiding force for those that do.
I think Cadenza takes your hands and once more leans forehead against your forehead in a boop, and just sits there in that moment with you.
Can I show you something?
Yeah.
Come with me.
Yeah. Cadenza lets you lead her.
I think she takes you by the hand and like leads you through the crowd. And I think you find yourselves like we find ourselves in the sanctuary. The temple to which uh, Ember conducts more intimate services and rituals. And I think like she pulls the double doors behind us as like we enter in here, and there's nobody else in here. Everybody else is outside.
I'm in a sanctum.
Come here.
Cadenza approaches you.
And I think Ember like leads you up towards the altar, where there is an effigy of the mother of Ashen Wax.
Mm-hmm.
It is a structure made of like reclaimed pallet wood that has been fashioned into like a wicker man. That has been like draped in molten wax, and ritualistically smeared with like ash in runic symbols. But she draws your attention away from the mother by like guiding your chin with like a finger. I'd like to have you too.
Does that sound as euphemistic as it means? Is that mean? Bleh. Is that as euphemistic as it sounds, or is this about Cadenza's void?
I think what Ember says in this moment, I think I'm going to do two things happen at once. Two moves happen at once.
Look, I'm surprised that's not on our bingo cards.
So the first is the weak move. I'm going to ask you, what do you really think of me?
I think your heart is enormous. I think I have never not thought that you wanted the best for people. You move with love and grace, and you want freedom for people. Your misinterpretations at times notwithstanding, humans are flawed. You are a piece to me that I was led to believe I could never, I wasn't worth, and that I didn't need. I did not choose any of the things the psychic maelstrom say about, like, but there's one I think that was. I clicked on the wrong button. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about my higher purpose or whatever. Like, the sentiment I was thinking about isn't actually on the bullet list, but I don't know where I'm supposed to be, and I have never been made any promise of sanctuary. And you're offering me that, and it hurt to break away. And now you're offering me the shelter of your arms again, and that's incredible for Cadenza. Cadenza desperately wants to feel at home here, and you give that. And yeah, I don't think I have anything more to add to that.
The second move that happens in this moment is take action, leaving yourself vulnerable.
Uh-huh.
And I think Ember grabs you by like the sides of your face, and just pulls you in for like a big kiss.
Yeah, Cadenza melts into it.
Want to do a ritual of our own?
There is like an impish glint in Cadenza's eyes. I think this is the moment when Cadenza's like, maybe I could take that form. Maybe I do, like, because like we've never really set Cadenza up as like accepting this cult that's slowly forming around her. He's just gonna
Can I
like,
pitch
I offer
something to
respite.
you?
Oh, go ahead.
One of each of our eyes changes.
Yeah.
One of my eyes becomes void-like, and one of yours becomes lit with the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not a black void; it's an open space void.
Exactly.
It's a canvas ready
Well,
to be filled.
because Ember is like finally accepting and realizing what that means.
Yeah.
Like Ember's life has been about the storm and has never contemplated the eye, has never contemplated the peace within that storm.
Yeah. There's
And
also
in
like
this,
the act of stasis after change. Every metamorphosis levels out at some point. And no, yeah, they're opposites. They
yeah, I mean, like, I don't think this is like necessarily even a permanent change. Maybe this is just a reflection of like us accepting each other for who we are in this moment.
Lake in chat walks up to a queer couple. So which one of you has void eyes, and which one has eyes lit up by flame? Matching heterophobic girlfriends. I think we're talking about heterochromia, but yeah, I can be heterophobic as a treat.
And I think the rest of this like taking action is Cadenza pushes you onto the altar.
Oh yeah. Just say you're both tops. Who says two tops can't have fun?
Ember's a switch, thank you very much.
I won't say Cadenza's not. Cadenza doesn't switch and tell.
And I think Ember marks you with a bit of her ash.
Yeah. Ash Wednesday, my face, but like gaily and hedonistically.
Yeah.
Which means
Oh no,
Ember
it's like
on my forehead.
It's a cross of St. Peter. Like it's the
Well,
upside
that's
down
fair.
one.
That's fair. I had to make the joke though. No, the cross is so much better.
I love you,
Yeah.
Cad.
I love you too. Brave Run in chat has a very important question. Are we a mirror and therefore they look different when we're side by side, or do they match?
Oh.
I'm leaning towards mirror, but there's two of us.
I'm also leaning towards mirror. I like the reflection imagery.
And it also,
more.
like, depending on which side we're standing, our eyes will make a frame of the other thing, the void around the fire, or vice versa. So that could be an image.
We form like a prism kind of
Yeah.
deal. Like again, like I described you before as like having the energy of like a black hole with like the event horizon, where it's like a black hole will like bend light around it because its gravitational force is so strong.
Yeah.
And that's why it always kind of like shows up like that in images.
Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily something we'd actually be able to physically see, but like it's fun in a sci-fi sort of way to imagine.
Well, technically you can't see a nebula when you're inside it, but the Twilight Mirage exists.
Well, yeah, because I mean it's a false nebula. Listen,
Exactly.
all right, we do the things we do for good content.
Exactly.
Anyways, let's have makeup sex.
Yes. Let's take Too Hot for TV for the third time. All right. Was there anything else?
Nothing like fucking on an altar.
Oh yeah. Sex magic, baby. Is there anything else we want to get on screen here as we close out?
I think like all the candles simultaneously like swell in terms of like their light that they give off, and then are snuffed out.
Yeah. That's a fun fade to black. I can't believe we won a Dream Askew, guys.
We did it.
We've won tabletop games. I'm sorry to say, the only ones to ever do it.
Yeah. Now everyone go donate all of your game money to Roll Plus Bond, We're Roll Plus Bond, to Palestine Children's Relief Fund.
Yeah, we are currently sitting at
today.
Let's see. I'm gonna check the Tiltify real quick to see if we've had any donations the past hour, because we didn't do any shout outs yet.
That's totally, yeah.
Let's see what we can do here.
Oh, we should have done the incentive to give us tokens if you donated.
We should have. You know what? There's always next year.
That's right.
We are currently sitting at $4,655.67. Out of our current stretch goal of 5,500 US dollar dues. Let's see. Recently. Okay, I don't know where ours start here. But I'm gonna start with we have Calamity Nolan with $100. Thank you. We have $10 from BPM. He says, "Tell Jenna dinner's ready." in reference to the fact that Jenna, one of our community members who's been in multiple of these games so far, was lamenting that she has not received bingo on her card yet, and both Alice and I were like, bet. Anonymous donates $10, thank you, and another anonymous donation of $25. Oh, and we have a $10 donation from Alchemic Bones that says, "One crow only takes your bones, the other takes your blood." Thanks, babe. That's my partner.
Shout out.
Shout outs.
They're a real one.
Yeah.
They're a
Yeah.
real one.
Is there anything else, or should we just sign off?
Oh,
I mean,
I have
it's
one.
hard.
I have
It's
one more
hard to
scene.
top that, but yeah, if Gat has a
One more,
scene,
one more
go
scene
for
in
it.
me. So we get this
Look,
really
it's
cool.
worth trying.
Get this really cool bit of you guys going out sloppy style, and then the candles go out, and then within that blackness, a single flame of a lighter sparks to
Yes.
life as I light a cigarette. No, it's not mine.
Of course not.
I mean, it's in my mouth, but it doesn't belong to me.
Yes.
And it's a blue flame, actually.
Of course it is.
Oh,
Because contrast. So I looked at, so it's Dusty and I think, in the afterglow a bit.
Alexa, that's so steamy. Play cigarettes after sex.
That's right. What's that song called again? Apocalypse? Yes. Very appropriate. So what was that about that thing you owed, Esme?
Alice,
Dusty.
are you here?
Haha, I was muted.
No!
Ah,
I think that is a bingo card option,
it
though.
is.
so-
It is,
Buddy,
in
you're
fact,
muted.
a
Discord strikes again.
I'm
But
so
yeah.
impressed. I haven't had that problem at all this stream.
Oh, Esme helped me build the workshop. It was quite expensive, but worth it.
How about we chip away at that? And do you want help?
I do. That'd be lovely.
How about I go out there with the boys into that big, wide, scary world and get you a few misfit toys that I can watch you break apart?
Don't threaten me with
Damn.
a good time.
Fan self.
Whew. Is that hot in here, or is it just like... Damn.
Yeah.
I love gay people.
Yeah. I wish they were real in real life as well.
Unfortunately, gay people don't exist.
Yeah, only games. That's why we play games.
Yes.
Yeah. And now you have someone who can help you infiltrate corporate strongholds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's so good. That's such a good image of looting the bones of the old world. God, games are good.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, does that bring us to time?
Yeah, just about. I have been Arson or Rook. You can also call me Blue. You can find me most places at Indignant Squawk. I don't promise to be active there, but I'll probably be there. You can also find my games on itch at indignantsquawk-games.itch.io. With me have been Alice, Hiver, and Zelda. You wanna
Yeah.
extroduce yourselves?
Sure. Listen, I'll do another shameless plug. So you hi, I've been Zelda. You can find me on the internet most places at either Thane's Keep Games, or Thane of Hyrule. You can find the games that I will eventually make and finally finish after years of sitting in my drafts at thaneskeep.itch.io. And you can find the fantasy map work that I draw at my Ko-fi page under Thanes Keep Games and shoot me a commission.
Ooh, nice. I've been Alice, and you can find the games that I wrote at alicesv.itch.io.
Hey, fam. I'm Hiver. You can find that one game that I wrote at Solace Gray with an E on itch. Um,
It's a lovely
yeah.
game, regardless what Ivor says.
I mean, if you like Descendant from the Queen games, if you like gods and saints,
If you love tarot prompts.
if you like tarot prompts, it's got all of them really. If you like the Silt verses, play it. Be a good time.
Unlocks in the Silt verses.
Sunlux and the Silver, yes, and my love of paladins and clerics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was us. Thank you so much, everyone that joined the stream.
Yeah, thank you all for coming and joining in our dream.
What's coming up next, y'all?
I do
Morning
believe
Star.
it's going to be Devin with Morningstar.
Yes, I
Very
feel like
excited
it's
about
all
this one.
here.
Yeah, I've been participating in a Morningstar playtest. I'm really excited to see how this one shot goes.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Devin.
Yeah. Shout out to Devin.
Shout out to Devin. I think Satan Punk, Bible Punk is a really good way to follow everything that we set up in Dream Askew today.
Really,
Synergy, baby.
so truly. Yeah. So yeah, take some time,
Yes.
enjoy some of those tunes, a lot of which were written by Devin, and
thank you to Who's. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that username. For posting Solace's game.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
They went and did that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Cover by
Yeah.
Yuri Runnell.
Oh, yeah, layout by Yuri Runnell. Oh, you're a real one. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
I think we have to skedaddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we gotta run out of here. It's like 12:02. We need to give the Bible Punk folks some space.
We
You
need to
gotta
give the
leave
Bible
room for
Roadrunner noises.
Jesus.
We need to leave room for Jesus to declare war.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.